I know that's a big topic. And I didn't want to get
Hmm.
into it, but there's a lot going on everywhere, man. I say vote for your local assemblyman,
Yo,
councilman.
yes, it
Start there.
matters.
Yeah, start
It
there.
matters.
Yes, and vote on every level. That's all I can tell you.
Every level.
And make sure
Every
you got
level.
your own agenda. Whatever you want to get out of this, bring it to the table
Exactly.
and voice your personal opinions. But
Exactly.
this is I feel like the DJ's in a good position. I feel like the DJ um, you know, has the ability to spin at the polls and talk.
So,
It's
so that's what I actually did that with Warnock and Ossoff in Georgia. We had that the chair of the Democratic convention that hit me up. It was like, yo, how can we do this? How can we market in this season with COVID when our whole message is not to be outside? And so I put together, a whole big virtual thing with all the DJs from all over the place. We had the Nice on there. We had everybody on there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing it. Between Instagram and Twitch and actually at local polling stations all around Georgia to get them in so that we can have that we can win that um the majority. You know what I'm saying?
good.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I agree exactly what you're saying.
yeah. So I feel like DJ's in a unique position. It's a good thing. It's a good
It's a
thing. So
great thing.
well, welcome to New Music Wednesdays. Happy to have you on for sure, for sure. Shout out to DJ Epidemic in the building. I know he's on live with by the way, anybody has a internet radio show or station, feel free to broadcast. We do like put our content out there for everybody to share as well. So feel free. And shout out to DJ Epidemic. He's up in the building. Rodney, we see you. Shamar, we see you. Rob, Yulia, K Max holding down Chicago. Shout out to Dave House. Dave, that's you? Dave House, Dave House. I think that's you. Anyway, shout out to my man Dave House. Shout out to all the Jamaicans. We did do Independence Day yesterday. So good to see that brother in the mix. And we're gonna let the room fill up a little bit. Got a pretty good show, I would say, today. Um, feel free to use the chat to communicate as well. We just ask that we respect the room and not cut anybody off, jump up, raise your hand if you got something you want to say. That's sort of how we run our protocol here. Other than that, feel free, man. I know we've got what up, Dave? What's going down?
Peace, peace, peace.
Yeah, yeah. What's up with
Yeah,
the new
peace, CL. My bad, CL. This is House, man. I was trying to get myself off mute, man. My bad, brother. It is House.
What up, Dave? What's good?
What's going on with it, brother?
Ah, man, just chilling, man. Just chilling. They had a nice Jamaica Independence Day celebration yesterday.
Oh,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
big up everybody from Jamaica on the Independence Day.
And
And
big up St. Lucia too. Big up St. Lucia too.
big up St. Lucia. Big up St. Lucia.
Word.
They got their Independence
Happy
Day at the
Independence
same
Day.
time.
No. We gotta acknowledge St. Lucia because they always acknowledge us when we win in the Olympics. So we always got to make sure we acknowledge St. Lucia as well too.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. All right. I like that. Um, yeah. So listen, I guess we could play a couple of records or something as the room fills up. And I've been watching the Olympics a little bit. It's been okay. I just want to see the breakdancing. I can't front. That's like what I really want to see. I want to see what America's going to do there versus Japan and the rest of the world because dancing is something different. That's a crazy competition to put in the Olympics. That could get real crazy. So I'm all here for it. All right. Well, I'm trying to get my ish together over here. Let me just rock on. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Okay, let's see how this sounds.
Now, I don't know where I'm at, but you about to find out where I'm at.
The Valley of the Hyenas! Yo, DB, drop a beat on them! Sway in the morning, Shay 45, have the B and Tracy G, my son.
Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Listen. Sway, the day's getting dark again. The dogs starting to bark again. The young boys is beefing. They shooting all in the park again. A little baby just got outlined the chalk again. I'm sitting praying that they don't turn me to a shark again. Please, cause the devil is busy. They spending so much, I'm dizzy. Please, God, forgive me, but I refuse to be oppressed. So all the disrespectful views will be addressed. The wrong dude to even test, cause I'm not gonna fail. When the war is on, and I'm not gonna chill. These cowards destroying the culture, they not gonna build. Talking all this murder one shit, you not gonna kill. Ain't got no skill or nothing, just running your mouth. Till you run up on a nigga, do you run in his mouth? It's something about this internet to give a coward courage. Till they get 6'9" and then they be embarrassed. But I'm just here to flourish, growth and positivity. Try to show these youngins all the possibilities. Thank God for giving me the vision to see. King, leader, the God that was living in me. The shit you can see when you look good. I swear, the streets taught me way more than any book could. Yeah, I look hood, but I speak like a scholar. And my pride too big for me to swallow. I swear, for $1, these cowards are fold. They'll sell everything, including their soul. The truth will be told, so either you gon' listen or not. At 16 years old, I used to listen to Pocket, think, damn, this brother is deep. See, I always been the wolf, I couldn't blend with the sheep. Used to pretend I was sleep, cause woke wasn't the status quo. Then I said, fuck what they think. It don't matter, yo, cause you gotta grow or you gon' die, my nigga. Half the shit that we was told was a lie, my nigga. Why you hating on the players from the side, my nigga? You still losing, and you wonder why, my nigga? Cause God don't like ugly, I guess that's why he love me. I'm still mad he took my mama from me. Remember she used to hug me and say, boy, you a king. I try to ignore the pain, but boy do his thing. Mommy, your boy doing his thing. So I hope you proud up in heaven with your chest poking out. But yeah, I did it my way, from coke in the highway, sitting in the cell getting visits every Friday. Commissary, waiting on my bye day. Nowadays they pay to hear what I say. I pray for the wisdom to give them the game. Same way Sharif Pops tried to give it to Kane. Like the hunt is on. Is you gonna be the prey? Is you gonna be trapping? Or you gonna get away? I stay giving jewels to my sons every day. Just like Furious said and gave it to Trey. Cause they not gonna be able to say that my son didn't stand up. When the sucker niggas folded, I manned up. I told them before I sell, I'll be canned up. So if you cut from that cloth, nigga, hand up. You don't understand, we not the same, my God. I want respect. You chasing fame, my God. My OGs was solid. Yours was lanes, my God. They ran game on you. Mine gave me game, my God. It's a shame, my God. It's like, look at what it's come to. The little boys is the ones they get the guns to. Ones who destroy your mind, they'll get the funds to. This the art of war for real. No Sun Tzu. That ain't just your son, that's my son too. Everything I want from my son, want for your son too. Did a lot of dirt in my life, I want to undo. These niggas run from the smoke that I run to. I come through, the youngest salute. Cause I told him to think first, I never told him to shoot. I told him chase success, then I showed him the route. I never lied to him ever, I told him the truth. Then I showed him the proof, cause I live like a man. 10 toes down, I never hid, I never ran, I never sat up on no stand. Ratted on no man, I got it out the mud, I never asked for no hand. All facts, I built the brand on integrity. And I'ma stand on what I stand on when I'm 70. They gon' remember me, and every time they mention me, they gon' think authenticity. Yeah, we in the last days, the Bible predicted this. It was written, the righteous versus the wickedness. Every other day, these babies dying, I'm sick of this. Well, y'all praising these clowns, it's ridiculous, man. I couldn't picture this. Going to school, a bunch of smart niggas following fools. Glorifying the cowards, too weak to follow the rules was taboo. Now shit cool, man. I'm confused, I mean, I don't even understand this. What you niggas' definition of a man is? Integrity to vanish. I guess the plan is they lower the bar when they can't reach the standards. But I ain't got the bandwidth to sit and debate about fake false prophets y'all considering great. I'm too busy in these hoods helping kids escape the traps, death, and jail. Niggas couldn't relate. Man, the shit that God put on my plate, they couldn't stomach. Lied on, betrayed, but still kept it 100. The snake shit they did to come up, I could've done it. Anything that come from being a snake, I wouldn't want it. But look, that's just me though. It ain't about no ego, it's principles, yeah. Power to the people, but how are you my equal, nigga? What you ever sacrifice? You ever use the hot pot to make a bag of rice. Locked up, watching niggas win who ain't half as nice. You ain't never been dead and came back to life, but that's the price you pay when you blessed. When you doing God's work, every day is a test. So you just pray for the best, but stay prepared for the worst though. Cause having strength is a gift and a curse, yo. Cause they don't think you hurt, no, they think you immune. Cause you don't cry when you in pain, you just keep licking the wounds. And you look like you shining cause you fit and you grown. They assume you okay, but know what happens when you assume. My mama said, and make an ass out of you and me. I say you the ass. The fuck that got to do with me? Look, I don't want you to see my weakness. Peep this to all my street niggas. Listen, this is some deep shit. You know that weak shit they told us we should glorify? The guns, drugs, and crime, it was all a lie. You see, we laughed at Trey cause he ain't want to ride, but every nigga stayed in that car. All them died. So y'all decide, was it worth it? Every other day, them babies riding them hearses while they mamas crying in them churches. He hit the wrong person, shot in his head when them bullets was dispersing. Man, shit getting worse than it's ever been. Niggas is sick, they overdosing on the medicine. Cowards beating women, why? It's irrelevant. It's sucker shit, and we gotta be better men. And I ain't never been no yes man. If I don't understand, nigga, I'ma ask a question. That's why I'm invested in my people. That's why I'm on these front lines. War ready, give me the ball when it's crunch time. And fuck dying over ego. Nigga, if I'ma die, then I'm dying for my people. I'ma keep fighting till we equal. Freedom, justice, and equity. That's why it's until freedom and to the death of me. Rest in peace to the kid they shot just now. This ain't a lifestyle they live it, it's a death style. Shout out to Angelo, cause he taught me that. Shout out to MJB, this beat brought me back to a time when albums had interludes. Remember, back when men had principles, now they bent the rules so the suckers can win. You cross the line, we can never be brothers again. No, the love doesn't end, but the trust does. It's messed up, your best friend is stabbed you like the rest does. So guess what? Be careful who you call your mans. You want to make God laugh, then you tell him your plans. Tell him my stance. 10 toes down, swim in swamps with sharks. Cause men don't sound to sing. Violence is a virtue. It's the envy, not the violence that'll hurt you. Finding you a circle with no holes is goals. Watching dudes fold like ain't supposed to fold. It's like getting a holes poked all in your soul. Where the fuck you supposed to go when your bro broke the code? God broke the mold. Real niggas don't exist no more. Fuck it, bro, I trust a chick in my system more. Why? Cause these niggas is weak. Can't enable outpost. You just kiss on the cheek. Man, this shit is deep. Listen up, young kid.
So that's what American New is.
It's left
and because people aren't in the network business, they may not understand what that even means.
All them clicks and likes,
making content
clout
compelling,
chasing,
of course
and
I'm
them
going to
dudes
give you the
that's
platform.
like yo
And the way I break bread is 60-40
You
is
niggas
the content creators
and I'm
favor.
not debating.
60-40 not of what's left of the CPM, but of the full CPM. So really, it would be better, honestly, if everybody downloaded it so they could see what I'm talking about. The technology is better than Disney. I don't need a news truck outside with the big pole and the antenna to broadcast. Now I could do it from my phone or with 3 cam. Okay, that's fine. So that means that when if COVID proof, pandemic proof, we could broadcast any event that we want live. So if you got the plug to Netflix to put whatever you want on Netflix, then you should use that plug. And you have to understand the power that y'all have right now. So it's just elements of different people, I think. But at the end of the day, I'm fully convinced that I'm a superhero. And I think we all are, but people have convinced us that we are not. I just won't let nobody convince me that I'm not a superhero. And I'm going to fight for what I love. And I'm going to be the enemy to those that are hurting the people I love. Now you got to push yourself, make yourself uncomfortable to be great. If you want a different result, you got to do things different. Whether you like your life or not, you always want to grow at least 10%. So you got to change at least 10%. But for me to do something different, I got to change the way I've done things. And I constantly try to look for how to do things different, how to make myself uncomfortable because it's brand new, because I want to be great. I'm overqualified to do shit that I've done before. I'm not a ringer. I want to be a rookie and be rookie of the year. Every year is something new.
Digiwaxx Music Wednesdays.
We here at American New Studios. So
I'll take you to the studio and I'll talk from there.
So wait, where's the studio located?
It's in Florida, Winter Haven.
Oh,
It's about an hour away from Tampa and an hour away from Orlando. It's like, right in the middle of Polk County. So everybody comes over here to do the cool shit,
we see the new
That's where we recorded this whole new project at in 5 days.
But first, just want to say, thank both of y'all for the music, for the culture, for the commitment over the years. From the beginning to what's now. The fact that y'all still creating and doing stuff, especially dope. And just happy y'all could join, man.
Digiwaxx Radio.
They were selling it, they try to sell it on different platforms, but I'll say this. This is why Spotify recently stopped giving everybody money. So they messed up the game. So now you have to have at least 1,000 organic plays to get a check from Spotify. 1,000
organic
plays.
1,000,
at least 1,000, and it's the reason why is because Spotify has to pay out on these streams, right? Let's say these fake streams, but Spotify's main expense is what? It's their servers. They actually have to pay for everybody who puts music on their server, on their platform. The server has to house the music, and that expense is
through the roof.
Probably a couple $100,000 a month.
A month?
A month.
Oh, damn.
I mean, we're talking about. I don't even know. I'm just gonna put out there something like 1,000 yettabytes of content. And what that would equate to is such a big no. I mean, if somebody put 100,000 titles a week, sometimes I'm hearing 250 a week of songs from all genres of music, and they got to sit on a server somewhere and be able to be accessed that
forever.
Somebody can play forever.
Damn, I really never even thought about it like that.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
Like they're never going nowhere. It's not like a limited time, and then they keep them like they sit there.
If you run a basic website, you need basic storage. You're probably paying, let's just say, basic $20 to $50, maybe $80 a month. Maybe 8 or 100, maybe that in that range for a basic joint.
Yeah,
basic.
Yeah, facts. Damn.
A record pool and all these things are paying thousands
a month.
A month. A music streaming service.
Yeah. All right.
Digiwaxx Radio.
Yeah, I guess shout out to everybody who dropped new music. It's been a decent new music week. It's actually one of the better ones in the last 3 weeks. I feel like this is actually picked up. You had Benny drop.
Yeah.
We had come out. Megan's new single, which is
got the streets buzzing. The internet buzzing.
I saw Nicki did make a post.
Yeah, you saw that. So what you think, Sia? She had that in the top.
Serious. I think I really think
it's
that
called Hiss, right?
Yeah. I don't think that is. I think it's clever, but it's not aimed at Nicki. I don't.
Me neither.
So. I think that Nicki wouldn't even react like that because she took it as a joke, which was funny as hell.
Why she came back on IG with the record? You think she had that in the tuck? Because that was kind of fast, bro.
She had a record already. She was
like she previewed a response on live like an hour later. Like, did you already have that, Nick? Like,
yeah, she
had it right here. Like, I dare you.
And to be honest with you, she might have got some intel on it, but that's sort of crazy. You're telling me that she already had a response. And
she played a little. Maybe I don't know if I could download it and try to send it so we can hear it. But she had like a little snippet on IG Live. But she ain't dropped it yet. I'm about to look for it right now, but I don't think it dropped.
Wow.
But she came back ASAP. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, that's how you do it. ASAP.
Okay, so
ASAP. We're not giving you no...
That's the thing about hip-hop.
is it like to maintain that fan base in order to remain an independent musician?
It's hard, man, because over the years, as artists, we evolve. And when evolving, you can lose some fans, man, because some people want their music how it was and not where it's going. You know what I mean? So I had to get over a lot of that, man. When I first did the Carter Four with Wayne, man, a lot of my fans were pissed. I didn't give a damn though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my brother, and I stood on it. You know what I mean? And that song is beautiful. And when I did Hood Go Crazy with 2 Chainz and B.O.B., a lot of my fans went, they didn't understand. But a lot of those fans came in late in '09, you know what I'm saying? And Tech Nine goes way back, you know what I mean? Before all that, from the beginning, from Let's Get Fucked Up to Planet Rock.
So that's what American New is. And because people aren't in the network business, they may not understand what that even means. So if you're making content that's compelling, of course, I'm going to give you the platform. And the way I break bread is 60-40 in the content creators' favor, 60-40, not of what's left of the CPM, but of the full CPM. So really, it would be better, honestly, if everybody downloaded it so they could see what I'm talking about. The technology is better than Disney. I don't need a news truck outside with the big pole and the antenna to broadcast. Now I could do it from my phone or with 3 cam.
Okay, that's fine.
So that means that when if COVID proof, pandemic proof, we could broadcast any event that we want live. So if you got the plug to Netflix to put whatever you want on Netflix, then you should use that plug. And you have to understand the power that y'all have right now. So it's just elements of different people, I think. But at the end of the day, I'm fully convinced that I'm a superhero. And I think we all are, but people have convinced us that we are not. I just won't let nobody convince me that I'm not a superhero. And I'm going to fight for what I love. And I'm going to be the enemy to those that are hurting the people I love. Now you got to push yourself, make yourself uncomfortable to be great. If you want a different result, you got to do things different. Whether you like your life or not, you always want to grow at least 10%. So you got to change at least 10%. But for me to do something different, I got to change the way I've done things. And I constantly try to look for how to do things different, how to make myself uncomfortable because it's brand new, because I want to be great. I'm overqualified to do shit that I've done before. I'm not a ringer. I want to be a rookie and be rookie of the year. Every year is something new.
Digiwaxx New Music Wednesdays.
We here at American New Studios, so I'll take you to the studio and I'll talk from there.
So wait, where's the studio located?
It's in Florida, Winter Haven.
Oh,
it's about an hour away from Tampa and an hour away from Orlando. It's like, right in the middle of Polk County. So everybody comes over here to do the cool shit,
We see the new
That's where we recorded this whole new project at in 5 days.
But first, just want to say thank both of y'all for the music, for the culture, for the commitment over the years. From the beginning to what's now. The fact that y'all still creating and doing stuff, especially dope.
What American New is, and because people aren't in the network business, they may not understand what that even means. So if you're making content that's compelling, of course I'm going to give you the platform. And the way I break bread is 60-40 in the content creators favor, 60-40 not of what's left of the CPM, but of the full CPM. So really, it would be better, honestly, if everybody downloaded it so they could see what I'm talking about. The technology is better than Disney. I don't need a news truck outside with the big pole and the antenna to broadcast. Now I could do it from my phone or with 3 cam.
Okay, that's fine.
So that means that when if COVID proof, pandemic proof, we could broadcast any event that we want live. So if you got the plug to Netflix to put whatever you want on Netflix, then you should use that plug. And you have to understand the power that y'all have right now. So it's just elements of different people, I think. But at the end of the day, I'm fully convinced that I'm a superhero. And I think we all are, but people have convinced us that we are not. I just won't let nobody convince me that I'm not a superhero. And I'm going to fight for what I love. And I'm going to be the enemy to those that...
Drake, you know what I mean? I know this is going to be a long conversation. I don't want it to be too crazy, so we might have to table it because I think our first guest is in the building. But shout out to Drake in 21. The chat is sort of hard right now. For sure. Yes, C Styles, we got you on the mixtape. I will definitely make sure that happens as well. And yeah, so yesterday Drake dropped 3 records out of the blue, and they out. And the internet's been going crazy talking about it. I guess Raymond, what's your thoughts so far? What you think?
I don't know. Is the internet going crazy? It's kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of quiet. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. What's the thoughts on the table? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really seeing too much. You know? Shit, I kind of like the Lotto record better than that one.
A lot going on.
What's up, Miss Crystal? See Miss Crystal in the building. Shout out, Miss Crystal.
What's up, everybody? Thanks, D-Train, for the invite.
Shout out to Brody Kid Reckless in the building as well. We got a lot of new faces today. Good stuff. But yeah, man, like I said, you know, we want to talk about some trending stuff or whatever, like that Drake links. Like, anybody even really talking about it today? Just my opinion. You know what I mean?
I'm here.
Peace. What up?
What up? Yeah. What's good?
What's the word?
What's going on, CL?
Moving and grooving, man. Welcome back, Peter. Welcome, brother.
Yes. What's up? Peace. What's going on? Yeah, you good?
What up?
We great, man. Just we blessed, man. We talking that new Drake record that he just dropped. You know, I don't know if it hit y'all yet, but you know, little new flavor that's out there. You know.
Okay.
But
it didn't hit me yet. I never heard it yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, he dropped 3 records yesterday, so we were just getting into it. Y'all just came in the mix of that conversation. But welcome to New Music Wednesdays. This is our little platform here where we can create a new connection between DJs and artists like yourselves and just have great conversation. And yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man, for putting together a great project, man. And
thank you, sir.
I'm gonna turn it over to Raymond. Raymond, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get it in and get this thing started.
Yeah, no, man. Just legends in the building. Thank y'all for joining us. You know what I mean? Auditorium Volume 1, man. An amazing project. You know, we keep talking about the veterans like yourselves are coming back and kind of showing the new booties how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
sir. just give us the background on how you two even like what was the thought process? Just let's do this. It's time for us to get together or whatever.
Oh man, I think just knowing each other and knowing how much we want to work with each other, and our first meeting was our first thing we ever did was the joint that we did versus Ice Cube, the bitch in you, and then after that we did Soul Survivor 1, and then from then on our paths kind of diversed and went different ways, but always had that feeling of working with each other. And in the pandemic, a friend of mine's named Kareem Riggin sent Common some beats, and when he heard the beats, he was like, "Yo, I got to reach out to Pete," and and the rest is history. After that, Common to tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to say too, man, thank y'all for having us, man. We grateful to be on here with y'all. And I know,
yeah,
big platform, CL, not a little platform, it's a big platform to just bring us together in this music, man, and people that appreciate hip hop art, the art form of hip hop, man. And man, I'm just energized. Pete like brought an energy to me that I've been needing for a while, just to feel like, man, it's a great time to just create music that we love. And I felt confident in getting these beats that I could just rhyme, man, that I could rhyme. And like, I can venture off. I'm an artist, so I venture off and try different things and experiment. But I was at a place where I felt like, man, I want to MC. Hip hop is alive, and there's no other greater producer alive right now that I felt like I could connect with and create something of this caliber than Pete Rock. So it just, things happen in divine timing, and he been true to this music for the longest.
Yes.
Yeah, salute both y'all. Both y'all legends in your own right for what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we were talking about this right before you got on too as well. Because Common, I know you get down with the B-boy ish too. You know what I'm saying? So we see the inaugural ish going down for the Olympics. You know what I mean? How you feeling about B-boys getting the main stage like that?
Man, I got to tell you, man, it's amazing to see our culture. Especially that we created this, Black and brown people created this culture, and for it to be eventually going from the streets of New York to all over the world to now being recognized as an Olympic sport, because it is, when I think of the Olympics, I think of people who do extraordinary things that normal people just, everybody can't do. Everybody can't do.
Right.
And that's when I see that B-boying and B-girl and hip hop is up there as an Olympic thing, it's just a beautiful thing. And I got to say, I was a part of I did the thing at Red Bull. Pete was a part of it too, where they was it was like for B-boys and B-girls a whole like breakdancing event, and I really saw how strong the culture still is, like the art of breakdancing. So I love that it's being saluted on that level, and it always, is respected amongst us.
100%, 100%, man. So I mean, I know I'm excited, man. I already got my tickets for this auditorium tour. Y'all be stepping out. Y'all actually starting out my way. So the end of the month, man, my tickets are secured. You know what I'm saying? But talk about that show y'all did in Brooklyn, kind of kicking that thing off, man, because so many people have been popping out again. You know what I mean? A lot of the veterans. But I feel like you guys did a little bit different. Even just what y'all did on Fallon and so many other things, man. Like you guys, it's I feel like you understand like the grassroots of touching the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think, for us to perform live together, it's like, for me, it's a joy, because I listen to a lot of Pete Rock records, and it's like, damn, I mean, like him and CL records and Pete Rock records and just records he produced. So to be able to put that as part of our performance, as the performance that I'm doing too, like it gives me more enthusiasm. I feel really like I'm getting to experience the joy of being on stage with somebody that's like got joints that I want to hear, that I want to ad lib to. I feel good being a hype man on Pete Rock verses and stuff. So
no doubt.
for real. So and I think with our presentation, what we did with Jimmy Fallon, and what we want to do is do something that, with the same spirit of what we do with the music, man. We want to give something fresh. We want to give new ideas and new presentations, but it still be rooted in hip hop. Like at the end of the day, we was in a basement. That was like a basement setting, and we just was rocking on Jimmy Fallon.
Yep. That was a great, comfortable setting.
Yeah, no, fire. Like I said, you guys been popping out. You know what I mean? Like I said, we've been having the discussion even furthermore, around the space of veteran artists and the amazing music that one you guys are putting out, and how it's like hard to find just on like Sirius, Sirius XM, and you kind of don't really get it nowhere else. So I'd love to hear your thoughts because, we've heard Ninth Wonder speak on it. Q-Tip kind of, spoke back on it, in this space of what we may be calling, adult contemporary hip hop. What's your feelings on that?
I think that's a good thing. I think it's positive. There's a lot of things that people call hip hop that's not hip hop. That's never part of the culture, but somehow it gets called hip hop, and it's almost like getting a black eye to some of the negative side. What people call hip hop. That's I guess because it has its negative effects of how people don't have the correct meaning of what hip hop is and hip hop culture is. And it's really all positive, you know what I'm saying? So I think changing the name is not a bad thing, but that hip hop, the name hip hop itself is really hard to change such an iconic word. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's all we knew growing up, in society and in our community is the name of something that's a culture, and how lots of people from, black and brown who created it to Latinos and everyone else now today in 2024 that are, involved in hip hop in some kind of way, whether it's graffiti or breakdancing or making music or rapping,
Yeah. And I think, when we look at other genres of music, like whether it's jazz, you do have some traditional jazz, like what Coltrane and Miles Davis and Charlie Parker and were making, it still exists. And people, like, when they go see it, they just say jazz. But, some people may say traditional jazz. Then you have a category of smooth jazz or whatever. When you think about rock artists, they don't really say adult contemporary rock artists. They just classified as rock music. I think where we are right now is a place where this is the first time we're starting to see a bunch of people who, and not a group of artists who came out in the 90s, it's creating music now that's relevant and that means something. And I guess we really trying to figure out, like, what do we call this, or where is this going to be heard at? But at the end of the day, the most important thing, whatever we title it, because it's still hip hop at the end of the day, it's never going, what Pete Rock and I are doing is hip hop. What Remo and Nas gonna do is hip hop. That's just what it is. Like, but whatever we title it, it still gotta just have the spirit of what we know hip hop to be. And that was the most important thing for Pete and I, was like, man, let's create the music that we know has the energy and spirit and the love that we put into the music before. That's the most important. Like, and I think it's great to see artists age and still creating new, fresh things at the end of the day. And I'm glad that we are finding outlets for it to be heard, because our album, man, I've gotten some of the best response I've got from an album in a long time, and that's from people my age and from some younger generations. So I don't want to me, you can't box in great music. Like, I wasn't listening to Michael Jackson saying, oh, this is adult music. I was like, yo, this is Michael Jackson. I'm rocking with this joint. Or, I didn't know who Rakim was when he did I Ain't No Joke. I just was like, damn, I love this. So I hope that our music will be received for being great, if, people feel it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, again, you guys accomplished it in just what you said, Common. This is an amazing project, yo. I mean, like I said, both of y'all, and I think really for like hip hop fans, and probably more or less maybe a little bit more for the DJs, because, stuff, for some of us elder statesmen, if you will, this more appealed to us than some of the new stuff coming out. And that's why, like I said, we've been having this conversation, and like, even could we find a place in FM to do it again? Because, what is getting pushed on the mainstream ain't what it is, and I agree with you 100%, P Rock. Things are being called hip hop. That ain't hip hop. You know what I mean? So, right. But like I said, man, congratulations. The album is amazing. You two coming together. I can't wait to see live. I know the show's gonna be ill. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for my vinyl in the mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so hopefully I get it before the show because I need to get his signature on it. You know what I mean? So
No doubt.
So see, you want to tap in? Should we start let's some questions? You want to play some joints? What you want to do?
Yeah, let's get into the video. Let's get into the latest video, so everybody can check that out. I thought it was done really well, and we're gonna come back and get it on again. Y'all check this out. In the meantime, it's the new joint.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So that's what American New is. And because people aren't in the network business, they may not understand what that even means. So if you're making content that's compelling, of course, I'm going to give you the platform. And the way I break bread is 60-40 in the content creators' favor, 60-40, not of what's left of the CPM, but of the full CPM. So really, it would be better, honestly, if everybody downloaded it so they could see what I'm talking about. The technology is better than Disney. I don't need a news truck outside with the big pole and the antenna to broadcast. Now I could do it from my phone or with 3 cam.
Okay, that's fine.
So that means that when if COVID proof, pandemic proof, we could broadcast any event that we want live. So if you got the plug to Netflix to put whatever you want on Netflix, then you should use that plug. And you have to understand the power that y'all have right now. So it's just elements of different people, I think. But at the end of the day, I'm fully convinced that I'm a superhero. And I think we all are, but people have convinced us that we are not. I just won't let nobody convince me that I'm not a superhero. And I'm going to fight for what I love. And I'm going to be the enemy to those that are hurting the people I love. Now you got to push yourself, make yourself uncomfortable to be great. If you want a different result, you got to do things different. Whether you like your life or not, you always want to grow at least 10%. So you got to change at least 10%. But for me to do something different, I got to change the way I've done things. And I constantly try to look for how to do things different, how to make myself uncomfortable because it's brand new, because I want to be great. I'm overqualified to do shit that I've done before. I'm not a ringer. I want to be a rookie and be rookie of the year. Every year is something new.
Digiwaxx Music Wednesdays.
We here at American New Studios, so I'll take you to the studio and I'll talk from there.
So wait, where's the studio located?
It's in Florida, Winter Haven.
Oh,
it's about an hour away from Tampa and an hour away from Orlando. It's like, right in the middle of Polk County. So everybody comes over here to do the cool shit,
We see the new.
That's where we recorded this whole new project at in 5 days.
But first, just want to say, thank both of y'all for the music, for the culture, for the commitment over the years. From the beginning to what's now, the fact that y'all still creating and doing stuff, especially dope, and just happy y'all could join.
We see that on any future releases.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the love. I don't know if Pete is still on, but I'll say this: Trying was the first joint we did for the album, and I was feeling good. Like the beat got me sparked. That started me to rhyming and writing, for this album. And it was because it was the first song. Sometimes for me as a creator, sometimes those songs die down with me. They don't always live with me, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna make the album. And because I started to feel my writing evolving and the songs evolving, and I felt like we started getting the shape and the sound of the album. I felt like Trying was something dope that represented us, but I didn't feel like we had better stuff. I felt like we had better stuff on the album. Pete was like, listen, we need a Trying. We need to put Trying out. Pete point blank, he like just was like, listen, we putting this joint out. I said, okay, let's put it out. And we thinking about putting it on as a bonus for the album. But I'm really particular about albums like just have the sequencing of the album, interludes, what goes on. And I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like when we hit Wise Up, I felt like Wise Up was different and better for the album than Trying was. But we definitely want to put it as a bonus.
Just real quick, just speak on the sequencing, because I saw even before you guys put it out, Questlove has said that you reached out to him to possibly sequence the record as well. Can you just kind of speak on that as well?
Yeah, so Questlove, Amir obviously is one of my good friends, and he's a masterful artist and just really a genius when it comes to music. And you know, he did this movie. I don't know if y'all saw it. It's called Summer Soul. He directed the film, and it's you know, a documentary, you know, that takes place about all these Black and Latino artists performing in the late '60s, I think it was, in Harlem. Anyway, I asked him. I said, "Yo, man, how did you make that movie that good?" He directed it. He won an Oscar for it. I said, he was like, "Man, I just sequenced it like I would an album. I sequenced the music like the movie like I would an album." And I was like, "Oh, Amir is a genius sequencer too." So point blank, once we finished our songs, I called him. I said, "Amir, man, can you listen to the album and get a sequence together, you know, that for us?" And he was like, "Yo, I can't believe y'all made this album." He was like, "This album is incredible, bro." He said, "Before I sequenced this joint, y'all made one of the best albums you've made in your career." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "I put this in my top 3 for real before I sequenced it." I said, "You serious?" And he was like, "Yeah." And man, he just gave me a great sequence. And then from that, Pete had the interludes, and he gave us a great sequence. And Pete had the interludes, and we just put it. Pete said, "This is where this stopped, this is where this begins." So it was like a collaboration, but I will say and give props to Amir Quest for like coming up with the order and really sequencing the album.
Brother Malik, 20 seconds.
Hey, how are you?
Peace. What's up, Malik? How you?
I'm doing good. Dreaming from the album. We played it at the radio station I work at. I work at Hot 91, and that's my song. Every time it come on, I be like, dang. But my question is, you know, your rap, your hip hop is it's a lot of history that comes with it. It's a lot of knowledge. And how important is it for you to have some meaningness in your lyrics when you rap? Because some people just rap just to get it out. But I always think about Glory, that song. It's almost been 10 years since that song dropped. And I always think about your lyrics. And I was like, dang, he really took some time to think about it.
Yeah. Well, man, thank you for that. And I got to say, like, you know, KRS-One said something in one of his songs, man. I forgot what song it was, but he said, "You think I'm going to get on the mic and waste my people's time? Step off with that weak shit." You know, and you know, right. And I was like, I can't waste people's time on the microphone. Now, everything I say is not like socially conscious but I, as an artist, as an MC, have to give, first of all, what I think is dope. Then I got to give what my truth is too, and be true to my imagination for whatever comes up from there. But do I feel a responsibility to say some things that are uplifting? Yes, I feel that that's in my purpose as an artist, purpose as a person. And you know, the great artists that I've loved throughout time, whether it's Nina Simone or Stevie Wonder or Aretha Franklin or Gil Scott-Heron or, you know, the Last Poets or KRS, Public Enemy, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, they all got something to say at some point. And but the key though, Malik, to me is to make sure it's dope though. Because you can say something, if it ain't dope, then people ain't hearing it. You actually will be turning them off. So when I do have something to say, I do my best to just make sure it's not like a preachy thing. You know, Glory was written for the movie Selma. So it was reflecting the people of the civil rights movement. And like a song like Fortunate, man, I'm just talking about being grateful for life. And we need that sometimes. And I feel like, man, I want to rap about some things that I feel like I need for my soul that I believe we as human beings need. So I just try to put that into the music.
Most definitely. I know we're in the process of a historic collection right now. I know Kamala already planning her inauguration, so they need to call you up. They got to call you up.
Yeah, well, look, I'm definitely very enthused at the fact that, you know, it's a new candidate and that Kamala Harris is that candidate. Like potential of having a Black woman be the president.
Yeah, that's big. That's crazy.
Like we need to grab on to that and just realize, like, man, we went from like, it's no way in 2000 when I was in 2000, like making like water for chocolate. If you'd have told me we'd have had a black president in 2008, I'd have been like, what? You tripping. Now, even in 2016, 17, or even last year, if you said, man, we're gonna have a black woman president, I'd be like, man, I hope so, but how can this happen? This can really happen. And I believe we can make it happen. So I hope that we all go out and vote and figure out like the things that we want from Kamala Harris, because I feel like she will listen, and I feel like, no president is gonna change everything within 4 years, but she will put the work in to do some things. I really believe that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.
I got a question for you, because I ain't been to your house a long time, but last time I was there, I want to say you had like 2 rooms full of records, full of joints, from the digging over the years and everything. And I was amazed by that. So I'm wondering where the record collection stands now, how many crates we rocking with, number one. And number two, to be that dedicated of a DJ, who inspired you growing up on the DJ side that really made you say, yo, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it better than anybody else?
Well, I'm gonna say I have a lot of records, a lot of bookcases now that I buy from IKEA. So they're not crates anymore. Now they're bookcases full of records. And the DJs that inspired me the most were Grandmaster Flash, Charlie Chase, DXT, Jazzy Jeff, Breakout, man, Eric J, OG Eric J, people that taught me. And, my cousin Chiba M, AKA Floyd Myers, who's Heavy D's older brother, who taught me what I know, as far as being a DJ and scratching and cutting is concerned.
Dope. I know you got to bounce out soon, but we're going to let Champagne Legend go ahead real quick. Got 20 seconds, my brother.
Oh, y'all, this Legend from Columbus, Ohio. Me, CL, and Swerve actually got to see you coming last year at the 50th, birthday of hip hop. We got to see you perform and breakdance on the stage and stuff. So that was real dope. And, definitely want to give y'all both y'all flowers. But this question goes to you and Pete Rock. So y'all both built, dope legacies, and, with the acting, the hip hop, rapping and stuff. And y'all got your accolades, but I want to know, what do you want this project right here to do, for your legacy? Like, how do y'all feel it will affect it?
Oh man, this project has to represent the hip hop culture itself, and our legacy is to make sure that we that we bring that across to the world, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's most important for me as a musician, is to, make the best music I could make with the best MC that I could create with a great message behind it, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what the Auditorium Volume 1 is all about.
Yeah. And I feel like one of the things that at some point during my career, I always started to think about, man, I'm grateful for how long this has been, but don't know, you don't know, but I'm gonna keep believing that it will continue to keep growing. But I always wanted to make timeless music that people could go back and years, decades, centuries, for as long as there's a planet, and go back and be like, yo, I love this album right here. You ever heard this song? I really hope, believe, and pray that the Auditorium Volume 1 will be one of those timeless pieces of art that people can say, man, this is a new classic. Like this is a classic record. Like, not just like, yeah, man, these dudes, man, we seeing the dudes that are always been doing it, still putting out music, but be like, man, I can compare this music to some of the great albums that love throughout the history of music. So I mean, I hope, and like I said, pray that this will be that album. But we've given our soul and our hearts to it, and now it's up to the people to decide what that'll be. But we're gonna keep cooking no matter what.
Yeah, no, definitely appreciate, what you've done. I still listen to the Brown Sugar soundtrack, so definitely for your contributions to the culture and keeping it pure and just being somebody that represents the culture in a positive light.
Give thanks, yo.
We're gonna go with Brittany Cherry. We gotta get the ladies some love, and then we're gonna come back to you often. We ain't forgot you. Go ahead, Brittany.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Peace. What's up? How are you, Brittany?
I'm good.
How
And
you?
I'm good.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
good. Nice to meet you too. And this is a question I think both of you can answer. So your work explores like love and spirituality and community. And how do you think that this reflects your personal experiences with like love and community? So for example, Common, like Come Close was one of my favorite songs because it invited Black love in a hip hop setting. So you got a chance to see what it really meant to a Black man to be loved by a Black woman in a rap song. And I mean, we hadn't had that since like Meth and Mary. And there you go with Mary again. And I'm like, oh my God, this is great. This is such a spiritual experience listening to this record. So like right now, I feel like Black men and Black women are going through this kind of like turbulence where they're not connecting anymore on this like spiritual level. So I'm sorry, maybe you could talk a little bit now about how your music has inspired the connection again. I don't know. Did you catch everything that I said?
Yeah, I did.
No, no.
It went out for only for 1 second, but I'll say this. Man, I love Black love. I love first of all, I'm gonna be unapologetic and unashamedly with my music and just like express where I am. When I was 19 and I was rapping I Used to Love Her, or no, I was 22 when I was rapping I Used to Love Her. My friend was looking like, why are you doing this love song? Because we was young dudes and it turned out to be for hip hop, so he loved it. But at the time, he wouldn't accept me doing a love song. But by the time I grew a little older, I was like, you know what? This is what I feel, so I'm gonna do a song like Light. And it became, something that was one of the biggest songs I ever done, if not the biggest, and I've learned through my career to be true to who I am and not run from it. And even on this album, it's a song we have called Lonesome that Pete did this amazing beat to, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And Pete encouraged me, man, just be you. Like, some people get lonely out there, like it's all right. And for me, as a Black man, to hear another man that I respect, a brother, saying that, let me know, man, it just was a reminder to be able to be open to who I am and be true to who I am. And Black love is very important. And I gotta say, Brittany, like, it's like, I don't always subscribe to the narrative that Black men and Black women are not getting together in love, because I see so many examples, of it. Now, I do feel like, just like any other nationalities, we got our own issues because of our history and where we've come from and some of the things that we've experienced that don't allow us to just be ourselves and be our highest selves. So it can interfere with our relationships. But ultimately, man, I see some strong Black families out there, loved ones. I mean, I'm looking at one now. Pete is a incredible father and husband, and I'm like, I watch him and I'm like, damn, that's dope. So I think it does exist. We gotta see where it does exist and fix the issues where it doesn't. And I love that my music can make you feel that, though.
That's awesome. I didn't say nothing about Jennifer, but it's okay. I love to see it. I love to see it, Common. I love to see it. But also, Pete, just hearing what Common had to say about you as a father and as a man and what you bring to music, how do you think that your music affects that and allows you, to show love?
I always agreed that hip hop is love. You know what I'm saying? It comes from love. You know what I mean? And so with that said, why not spread the message to our community, to young, old, mid age, that that we do everything with love. You know what I'm saying? And grace, and I've always been a believer in that. So I channel it through the music. You know what I'm saying? And when I do that, Common gives me the best lyrics and story that a person could ever listen to as me as a producer. Like I enjoy working with that, so I feel lucky.
So thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Comment, I'm also on 104.3 Jam Chicago with Rick Party. So we love you, and the Shy loves you always. So thank you.
Love you. I appreciate you.
OFTN, we're gonna let you go, and then we're gonna get into another video from these two brothers here. But go ahead, you got the floor. 20 seconds.
This is my first time at Digiwaxx, not Digimax. So shout out to D-Train. The invite. This is a question for Common. I asked AI for this one because I didn't know what to ask, to be real with you. I was like, how has your approach to songwriting changed over the years? Like since you first started making music, like how did you approach like this album that you just made now? Like, was there anything different?
Yeah, well,
or like even with like the beat selections?
I think over the years, I've learned first and foremost to be a better songwriter. And that means like not over rapping beats sometimes, because early on, you just want to prove that you're a dope MC. Hey, so you like, I'm just gonna rap. And some songs need a finesse to it. Some songs need more of a rhythmic style than just you giving bars and that's it. I also have learned more about when it comes to songwriting about choruses and hooks and it's not like I took courses. I just, because of the years and decades of making music and being around great music, I listen differently, and I've been able to explore different things musically from doing albums like the Electric Circus or Like Water for Chocolate or Universal Mind Control or even A Beautiful Revolution. Like these albums are like where I go different places. So I learn more about music, and then when it comes to the culmination of that, when I get with Pete, it's like I'm getting these beats, I'm writing to him. I know that I want to be an instrument to this music and just add on to we make songs. So that means Pete, I respect him as a producer and arranger. So if he has ideas, I'm taking like, okay, cool, Pete, we're gonna do that. Then I'll come with more ideas to add on, and it just becomes, songs. And I think even if, it's a song with just like a dope beat and a scratch, like, okay, well, maybe this song I won't do just 16 bars. I might give it like 24 bars, like just let the feeling go. But some songs deserve just 16 bars because of the song structure. So I think, it's just learning those things and those things I didn't know. And it is something about being innocent and not knowing anything structures about music, but it is something too to know about music and structure and song making.
Thank you for your insight.
Thanks.
Other video, I don't know what y'all time is like, but we're gonna show this joint. We have to, because it's another fire joint, and hopefully you can ask a couple more questions. But check this out. If y'all ain't seen this yet, we're gonna do it right here on Digiwaxx Live. It's called All Kinds of Ideas. Check it out.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. Big ups, like I said. Just wow, you two was just so wavy together, yo. You know what I mean? Like
Thanks, man. Yo, and shout out to Marlo and the Illamite Cats who directed that video, and Wise Up and Fortunate Video. And man, I gotta say, I saw somebody asking about some instrumentals, but we're gonna put out definitely an instrumental version of this album. So just so people can hear them Pete beats and do what they need to do to them. But man, yeah, thank y'all for the love.
Indeed. If you still got some time, man, we got a few more people like to ask some questions if you're all right.
Sure.
All right. Miss Jeannie, chime in.
Hey, Jeannie Sweetness here, representing for the Caribbean. Pleased to meet you. Comment.
What's going on, sis? How you doing?
Doing well, thank you. So I wanted to tell you that listening, it feels like there was a soul share going on when listening to it. And I like how you spoke about sequencing the album, because I think that in itself is an art form, because you're telling a story. So if you sequence it correctly, then you really get to see, the picture. So I wanted to say that, just send positive energy on that. But I want to ask you, you're from Chicago, so are there any underground artists in Chicago that you say, okay, they got up next, or that they have that art of songwriting, and they can step into that hip hop, area
Yeah.
where you
Well,
came from?
I would say that I don't know if she's underground, but her name is No Name, and she's a really dope writer, man. She's really creative and just I listen to her lyrics and I'm like, man, it's poetic. It's like, oh man, I love writers where I could feel like I could sit down and read their words and it's like a book, or it's like, man, this is literature. When people say, man, go back and be like, talk about Langston Hughes and Dr. Maya Angelou and Nikki Giovanni or James Baldwin and writers like that. Like, I love that. Like, it's hip hop artists that can fall into that category, and No Name is one of them MCs and writers.
So do you have any work with her?
I do. I actually did a song, latest album called Oblivion. And we just recently did something in Chicago because she's a Chicagoan. And she we did some, Oblivion on her album. And she had a festival in Chicago, like a block club thing that's just for the community. She got a book club. She a special young artist. So that's somebody who I wouldn't say is like necessarily underground, but is from the crib and super dope.
And also, do you keep songwriting workshops? Because you're common and you're consistently common. So do you have any workshops?
I haven't had any workshops, to be honest, because I have to say, like, I write songs and then I go start doing other things. Like, I might go do some films and I'm going to do theater. So I haven't sat down and just said, let me give a workshop. But it is something that I think that I would love to do, especially with younger artists, but no matter what age. And I think it's something that, honestly, that we've been talking about. Pete and I talk about, like, even him giving some people like instructions on making beats, on like sampling and cooking up classics. Like, that would be amazing to learn from Pete Rock. How to do that, how to construct beats on a drum machine.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. I wanted to ask Pete just a question. You're so active on social media. So for those of us of a certain age group, it's kind of hard to kind of pull them into, digital where we are. So Pete, why are you so active on social media? What made you say, okay, this is where it's at, I'm going to do it? And also, do you own a sound system? I saw you post about King Ramsey, and then I'm done.
I think Pete had to hop off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't see Pete on here no more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Common, very much. Thank you.
All love, all love. Shout out to the Caribbean.
Mr. Gary Archer, chime in. Gary Archer from the Bay.
Yeah, man, I just want to comment. One, just all you've done has been incredible for this culture. Super icon.
Man,
I'm from Oakland, California, and you're just like this in true life. I just want to say something that I never had a chance to tell you in person since this happened. About 20 years ago, 21 years ago, I'm taking this young artist to come do the wake up show for his first interview ever. The kid's name is Mr. Fab. We pull up and we meet you in the parking lot, and we're telling, because Sway's telling me, like, bro, if Fab didn't write his rap, he can't get on the show. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And then we tell you the story, and you're like, what? That's crazy. And then during your interview, you said, hold on, man, I want to hear the kid from Oakland rap real quick. And I'm telling you that it was a monumental moment in our life and helped us really be who we really are, bro. Thank you very much. from
Man,
us.
okay, I didn't even know that. I seen Mr. Fab. He never told me that story, but I love that happened. And man, thank you, bro. I really appreciate you saying that. You know, I got extreme love for the Bay, man, for all y'all have brought. And then honestly, for me being able to come out there and get the warm welcomes that I'll be getting in performances and just touching down with the people. I'd have been to, I think, the Richmond Mall, like signing autographs back in the day to being able to perform out there and just being at activist things. And so thank you, bro. I appreciate that a lot.
Word. How we looking on time, C?
I'm good. I'm good money. We good for a second, yeah.
Hey, just real quick, Common, we've been doing this thing out here in Oakland called Thug Therapy. I don't know if you've seen what Fab's been doing. It's like the new Black Panthers in a way. All social equity type people, from judges to homeless people in same room, men, just talking about pressures of life, man. If anytime we could fly you out, get you out to be a part of one of these things, it'd be amazing for the community. Thank you.
That would be amazing, bro. I would love to be a part of that for sure.
Word. I think we could take a few more. K-Max, you there?
Hold on, real
quick.
quick.
Make it quick.
Word.
I'm always quick. What? Hey, what's up? What's up, Kyle?
What's the word, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Long time no see, man.
Yeah, I just saw you, bro.
Yeah, no, the Grant Park show was with the orchestra and everything. You didn't mention that part to people. Like, it was an orchestra behind you all, and Pete jumped on stage and all that. Bilal came out. That show was amazing.
Man,
Still
thank
want to get one of the New York joints, though.
you. Said you're gonna come to one of the New York joints?
Yeah, probably the last one on the Wednesday, the 24th, I think.
Yeah, come through, man. The Blue Note will be real cool. But I will say, you're right, Kay. Like that freaking Chicago Grant Park, man, with that orchestra, man, that was just an experience for me. And to get the response that, I had people telling me after the show, like, man, that was one of the best shows they experienced, especially in Chicago. So it was just, man, something I felt like I was able to give the city, like, a beautiful experience. And that means everything to me,
Yeah, it was great. People were getting in line as early as 4:30. And then the thing, the set time.
Okay, you got a question, Kay?
Oh, no. Oh, I just wanted to say what's up, man. I definitely get the vinyl. As you can see, I have vinyl.
Yes,
but don't worry. People are already calling the album classic.
It's love.
So,
my man said he'd be quick.
man.
Head rush. Chime in, brother. Chime in.
Okay, thank you for that too, bro.
No problem, man. Peace.
I'll see you soon. Bless.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Shout out to you, Common. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, good bro?
Chilling, man. Real quick, DJ Head Rush, born and raised city of Chicago, 81st and Colfax.
Come on,
Me
bro.
and Hank was in your video. I used to love her. Me and him went to school together at Bowen.
What?
So I've circled 83rd a lot of times in my childhood, trying to hope I run into you, bro. But it's been a pleasure just seeing you talk and seeing you come out with all this music over the years. It's been a blessing to just even know that I'm from the same area. You know what I'm saying? I was a shorty when you was coming up, man. You went to school with my cousin Paul Swole. They call him Master. But that's a different story, different day.
Yeah.
Right. So
hey, but listen, we from the crib, bro, and it's like, I mean, I grew up like 8 or 9 blocks from you. It's the we the east, southeast, man, south side, bro, all day.
I went to KinderCare, bro. If that tells you anything.
With the KinderCare?
Right there. On 83rd, right there on Paxton. Right? Look, I'm from the crib. I'm not from around the way. I'm from your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yes, sir.
I gotta tell you this. I know they said we're gonna be short, but I bought my first property right over on 81st, right off of Luella. So that was real close to where you was at. Like that.
Yes, sir.
I wrote the albums. I was working on One Day It All Makes Sense. And I had a building in that, and I had an apartment in the basement in that building, bro. So
I'm hip, man. I'm hip. Like I said, I've circled 83rd a million times trying to run into you as a teenager, as a kid, and just, fate didn't have it. But here I am talking to you now, man. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
Salute to you, King. It's been a blessing to be a part of your journey. But action movies, how? like I see that dark. It was like my whole time watching you, it was like you was just this shining bright character, and then you went to action movies, and I seen this dark side. I'm like, what the hell happened to Common? Like, how did you get into that, bro?
Yeah, for me, man, I mean, I'm an actor too, you know, like, and I love the art form of acting, and I love storytelling in that way. And when I first began like acting class, I just felt something different, man. It was a different expression that music is one of the greatest gifts God has given us. And then acting was like, for me, just another way to express myself and another art form. And that I never wanted to take on characters that was just like me, like play a hip hop artist or play a poet or play. I wanted to take on characters because to me, the actors that I love is like you forget it's them and you just enter their character. So it feel good to me, like when people come up to me and be like, man, I ain't like you in Siloed, and it's this TV show I'm on Apple. They be like, man, I don't like you, man, and that. I'm like, that's a great feeling, man, because if people feel some type of emotion about your character, especially if it's different than who you really are, that means you're doing your job. So I'm glad I'm glad you was like, what the hell is this dude doing? But let me
Man. Go ahead.
I gotta say is, as an actor, I never want to go up there and I be Common, because that's not what the character is. The character is Robert Sims from Silo or Cassian from John Wick 2.
John Wick.
Yeah, so that's yeah.
I hated the fact John Wick left that knife in you, man. I'm like, no, don't take it out.
Yeah.
So many more questions, man. I hope I hear more music from you, like signs from Jordan Rakey, and more collaborations with you and PJ on like the Beautiful Revolution. I want to hear more of that, man. So much love and appreciation coming from me, man, to you again, King. Peace, man. Hopefully I can get a chance to talk to you again.
Respect, King. Blessings. Love.
All right, sound love for sure, no doubt. David, thank you for your patience there, brother.
Thank you for coming to Von King Park in Bed-Stuy. It was super crowded. You shut it down. I believe you brought your daughter out. That was a very touching moment. I think you brought her out for Fortunate.
Yeah,
that was a monumental moment. The neighborhood was all out there for you and Pete Rock. You mentioned The Light earlier, making that song. That's a classic joint. I wanted to ask you, man, because that same weekend they had a Dilla Day in Brooklyn with Pharrell, and Slum Village. Like, what was so special about Jay Dilla? Can you describe what made him so special? And the follow-up maybe is, were there any similarities in working with Pete Rock, like as far as like creative genius?
Well, Jay Dilla is like a special gift from God. Is like, you're like, man, how does this person creating this stuff that makes you feel this music like in the way that he does? And like, I say that because it was like, man, when he would make certain music, it would take me to a place where I felt like I was outside of my body. Like, man, this music is so great. And it touched my spirit, touched my heart, and touched the hip hop in me too, and the artist in me. Jay Dilla was one of them dudes that had like, he can go from the jazz music to the funk to soul, but it comes out as hip hop, right? And rock, he would use just incredible things, but he also was a Detroit nigga, like a Detroit nigga that was like going to the strip clubs, riding in his truck, getting his rims, got his chains on, but he still would be sampling Herbie Hancock and listening to like records by, The Who, or just, so he had this dynamic to him that I think was just very special. And sometimes, man, God sent us those people. I read an article where they was putting Dilla, they said they was talking about 4 people who had changed music, and they talked about Beethoven, they talked about Charlie Parker in jazz, and they talked about Dilla, and I forgot the other person they mentioned, but I was like, yo, this is amazing that they mentioned 4 people and they put Dilla, and to this day, man, Dilla is special because when you listen to the way some of these bands play now, like we call it the hump sometimes, like the way he programmed drums, it wasn't all in the timing. It was like kind of felt like a human being playing because it wasn't all perfect. And musicians play like what he created, the style he created. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm just grateful that he was one of my closest friends and that I got to even experience his music and then be a part of it was just, man, it's just one of my biggest blessings during my life on this planet. Now, working with Pete, and the thing with the similar with him and Dilla is they love music and they both soulful. Like the thing about soul music, soul music it comes from inside. That means it's like it's coming from the spirit, your heart, and nobody else can do it because it's you. There's only one you on the planet. So a soul song like Pete is the only one that can make reminisce. Like it's somebody else that can have that record and hear that same part, but only he's gonna make it like he did it. And I think as two artists, producers, Jay Dilla, they both tapped into their souls, and Pete comes from the soul, and he knows records like no other. And another thing is just on the technical thing, production-wise, when DJs scratch on records, you got to be rhythmic. You got to give it some oomph because that's what makes it a hook. Premier is one of the best to do it. Pete Rock is one of the best to do it. And Dilla is one of the best to do it. Like, it's people that can really DJ and scratch, but when it comes to making a hook, they don't know how to put that scratch in as a hook. When I talked about over rapping, some people can over scratch a hook. So anyway, I think they both were masters at that too.
Dope.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, dope. Real quick, I know you over there. Shout out to D-Train, and I think he got somebody special. They want to say hi real quick. D-Train, you there?
Yeah, what's happening, Calm? Long time, brother.
What's happening, brother? How you been, man?
I've been blessed, man. How you been?
I've been excellent. Good to see you.
Good seeing you too, man. I didn't really want to say nothing. I just want to jump on here and say what's up. I had Kev Black with me, but I think his phone keeps messing up. It's not coming on. So
man.
we and him want to shout you out and say what's up. You know what I mean? And
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's good to see you, bro. You like yo. As soon as I see you, it just take me to all these things we experienced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the way back to Puerto Rico, remember? Or was it DR?
DR, right?
All the way through, man. Yeah, it's great, man. And I just like your elevation through your whole career, bro. And I'm just proud, man, just seeing it, just take it all to fruition from you being here and just elevating each time. And we had conversations about that all the time, how you were saying this is what you're gonna do next. And it all happened.
Man, thanks, brother. I'm grateful that we here, because I represent you, you represent me. We've been in this for a while. So man, I'm grateful to see you and glad you doing it,
Yes, sir. Can't stop, won't stop, man. Just keep doing it. That's all. I wish I could get Black. I'm gonna try him one more time and hopefully get him on before you can go. And if not, we try.
Okay. All love. If not, tell him to say what up.
No doubt.
All right, we're gonna take two more and then we're gonna let my brother go. Go ahead real quick, Big Red. You got about 20 seconds. Do your thing.
Y'all on the call. Thank y'all for taking my question real quick. Turn my camera right. My question is to both of you guys, Carmen and Pete. I know Dilla is a great producer. And then we got Water for Chocolate. That Water, that album was real nice. I loved it. I just want to add, the question is, if you could if Dilla could produce one more song for you, and Pete, if you could work with Dilla and work together on one song, what sample you think you guys could probably put together and just kill?
Well, Pete had to jump off, so
Pete, okay.
Yeah, I'll try to answer that. The one thing I loved about Dilla is he could take something that people have used already and it still he would chop it up and do something super special with it. He did that with this remix we had for The Light, where he sampled Ramp, Daylight, which is what Bonita Applebum is. And we was on the remix, it was me, Pharrell, Erykah Badu, and Q-Tip. But Dilla rocked that joint and put them drums. So one record that has been used a whole lot that I still think Dilla would smash is Everybody Loves the Sunshine, Roy Ayers. I think he would like do something with that we never heard before. And it would be special.
I bet that'll be a real awesome track, especially with you, with your mind, sir. You know what I'm saying? And again, thank you for your contribution to hip hop and being from the Midwest and doing your thing, man. Much success. Again, I'm DJ Big Red out of Dallas. If you ever in Dallas, look me up. Let's hang, let's kick it, man. I'm trying to get with you, man.
Shout out to my Dallas people out there. Like I said, Badu and the whole fam out there, people out there in Oak Cliff, South Dallas, everywhere in Dallas. Shout out to Dallas, you know.
I already appreciate you, baby. Thank you. All right.
All right. MPN Network.
Appreciate you. Real quick, the rollout for this album was crazy, like extremely crazy. The anticipation that you built up for the lovers of you and Pete Rock was like incredible. Could you talk about how important that was for you and Pete Rock to do this rollout?
Man, I'm so glad you brought that up because, and I also want to say thank you for that because I had to really trust in the process. You know, that sound all like real basketball. Trust the process, but I really, when we sat down with our teams after we turned in the mastered album, I was like, man, why can't this album come out like early June? And they was like, man, listen, we believe in this album. Let's build this story, and let's do it right. And Pete was always like, we need to bring our Wise Up first. And I was with it because to me, that's the street record. That's the joint, like, boom, yo, we come in hip hop. This is who we are. And man, at one point we was going back and forth and the label had thought something else. And then we came up, I was like, man, we got to do the Wise Up. And then, so we came with Wise Up, and as the story started to build, I was open to it not being like, well, we need to rush this out. People starting to pay attention. It was just like, we kind of wanted to approach it like we did projects, you know, back before it was like 2024. Like you did like have singles and send out white labels and appear in different places and show people that, man, this is a quality album, not just one song, and this is it's a theme to it, and it's a project, like a true album. So that's why we ended up taking our time. And I got to give shout out to Chris Atlas and my manager, Kevin Wolf, and our teams, Yvette and Loma Vista, because they really came with the plan, and me and Pete agreed. But initially we both was like, man, let's get this out. Like I wanted to bring it out around Pete's birthday, which was June 21st. But you know, it worked out. They was like, oh, just do it a couple weeks later. Let's get these singles out, songs. Let's have videos for these. Why don't y'all get on Drink Champs, get on these different outlets, you know, from the block, you know, and then we was blessed to do a Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show performance. So thank you for saying that the layout, you know, because you don't know as an artist, like how the presentation, I can't say that, man, this has been some of the best response and most response that I've had in some music that I've been a part of in a minute. But you just don't know how the rollout feels. But I've had several people tell me we rolled out really strong. So I love hearing that coming from you.
Truth to the Run the Jewels team helping you with that marketing strategy?
No. It's Loma Vista. Unless it's somebody at Loma Vista that worked with Run the Jewels. Otherwise, it's just been our management and you know, my man Al, who has worked with Rockefeller, Rock Nation for a long time. And basically, Loma Vista, they've been the vision. Now, they did put out the Killer Mike album. So, you know, it's the same label, but I have to give it up for our team, our management teams, because they had the vision and the label. Loma Vista.
Word. K Black, you there?
Have Black, you on mute.
Black, where you at?
What's going on, Big Daddy? How y'all doing?
What's the word? You good?
I'm trying to be like you, Common.
Put your camera on, K. Put your camera on, K.
All right, camera. Forgive me because I'm old at this shit.
You ain't know that this shit. Let's go.
That icon. There's a little camera icon, Black.
You wasted your 20 seconds.
All right. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
All right, we'll come back to you. Old school. Chime in.
All right.
DJ Old School.
Old school. You too? You wasted your 20 seconds too? You don't know the drill. Stay ready so you ain't got the get ready place. Come on.
Black, we see you.
All right, go ahead,
Black.
Kay. Go ahead, Kay.
What's going on, Daddy? Yo, how y'all doing?
Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, man?
Tommy, you still sound good. Hey, I'm gonna let every DJ out there know this is the hardest working motherfucker you will ever meet. He will do whatever you do. If it makes sense and you let him know beforehand and it's on that paper, he gonna fulfill it. And I say that with respect and knowledge, y'all. Y'all know how I get down. I say fuck an artist in a minute, but he is a worker, a worker. That's all I'm gonna say this call. That's all I'm saying.
Black.
Thank you.
Black, I want to say thank you, bro, man, because you paved the way for so many of us, bro, and like showed us the way to work, and you just, man, was working for us and work for the artists if we was willing to work. And man, like your mind, your brilliance and your hustle really helped a lot of our records get out there, bro. And I'm so glad to see you and see you doing good, bro. And man, thank you, bro. I just wanted to let you, I'm so glad you hopped on. I just want to say thank you, bro, because I know like my music was different and you still was like, yo, we gonna work this shit. Like, we gonna get this in some people's hands and get it in front of them and get these DJs to playing it. So thank you, kid. Thank you, Black.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, big
Remember that conversation, Common, we had with him? It was at DR, and Black said, "You give me one record, you can do whatever you want to do."
Yes.
And you gave him that record.
And
it all started.
Yeah, what he do, man? You legend.
But
So
you
thank
did what you did. You did what you're supposed to do too. Anything we asked you, you did it. So we can only do 50% of it. You did your other 50 plus. So kudos.
Right.
Old school, you get your mic working?
Can you hear me? No.
Yeah. We're good. Come on.
I'm good. Okay, so I keep the vinyl still. I'm old school DJ from back in the day. One of my favorite songs from you is still I used to love her. That's still one of the most dopest songs out there in the hip hop community. And
thank you.
So I was just wondering on that one. Did you have any specific thing that you was really thinking about, or did that just come flowing to you? And then what is your favorite hip hop song that you have in your arsenal, or maybe not yours, or a hip hop song that out there in general?
Well, that song I used to love her for me, it was No ID made that beat. Shout out to the great No ID. And I was sparked by the beat, but I also had been watching what hip hop was going through. And I felt like hip hop was losing some of the purity and some of the truth in it because of corporate like capitalism and like record labels probably and corporations being like, this is what we want and we're gonna keep putting out this, when there was still other artists out there that had other things to offer. And it felt like certain artists would chase what they felt the corporations wanted to put out there. And I just was like, man, we losing the essence of what this culture is, this art form. This is ours. We created this, and this is about us. And I wrote that song. The idea came to me to make hip hop a woman. And then I just went on the journey of like how this relationship has been. And it eventually became a song that people call a classic, and I'm grateful for that. That if you ask in my arsenal, that's one of my favorites that I've done because it was the first song that kind of, I started getting notoriety beyond just like my circle. It was more like, I remember Biggie made a comment about me as an MC at that time because I used to love her, and just, you know, I had different people. Shoot, at the end of the day, they made the movie Brown Sugar based on I Used to Love Her. So for that song to go from just my heart and spirit of my love for hip hop to being a movie is like, it's one of the songs I cherish. Now, just a hip hop song I love across the board is New York State of Mind by Nas. I think is, you know, is one of the greatest written beats, thoughts, like all of it. It's just, man, it's just one of the greatest hip hop songs. And I could put that on and just feel like, man, I could conquer the world. Though I'm from Chicago and I'm gonna always rep Chicago, what he says in that and his attitude on that sound and that song on that record, it just, man, I just feel it. And it changed the way a lot of people rap. So New York State of Mind is one of the greatest hip hop songs, you know, for me that I've ever heard. Yeah.
Well, thanks for kicking it with us, common people, no pun intended.
Bro, we've been all in this together, like, man, and like seeing some of the brothers I've known through the years. I just want to say thank you, man. Thank y'all for having me, having Pete. You know, Pete had to get to an appointment, so, but man, it's love. CL, Randy, thank y'all for like putting this together and all y'all showing up. Black, man, that mean a lot, man, that y'all here. So I just want to say thanks, y'all. All my peoples from Chicago that showed up. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, thank you, man. Thank you and Pete for just the album. The album is amazing. Without sounding too corny, was the auditorium, like, was this already pre-planned as far as like with the tour? Because I noticed every spot is like it's gonna feel like an intimate feel, right?
Yeah, it's an intimate feel. I mean, we honestly, when we were releasing the album, we were hoping to go on tour, but the demand had to be there. And, you know, once we had the auditorium, we knew it would be dope to have some venues that feel like an auditorium.
Yeah.
You know, it's the theme, and like the album cover. Like I said, we wanted to deliver an album, and as y'all know, like whether it was The Chronic or whether it was Illmatic or Low End Theory, or, you know, all these albums had themes, dope covers. Like you go to their shows, they doing something related to that. Like, so we just wanted to present like that experience from the beginning of the music to the videos to the live performances and album covers.
And we'll be out with live band?
No, it's gonna be Pete Rock on that drum machine, DJ Dummy on the 1 and 2s, Pete Rock on the 1 and 2s, and me MCing and Pete Rock in his joints. We wanted to be at the S's, you know, boom bap. This is what it is. You know, I go do the live band at different times. This record deserved that Pete on the MPC and DJ Dummy rocking on the 1 and 2s.
Let's go, man. Look, again, thank you for your time. Quantum, I'm gonna let you get that in real quick, G.
Has been irking me for years. I'm talking about pre-internet, pre-social media. You mentioned Nas. Years ago, I heard that there was like, I don't know if there was a battle between you two or not. Can you clear that up or not? Or if that was ever a thing, or that was just some rumor I heard? This is during magazine days.
No, never a battle with me and Nas. Nas performed at a show in Chicago. He invited me on stage. I rocked. And he rocked, and, you know, and it was just like two MCs doing what they do. I was honored to be on that stage, but I definitely, you know, had to do my thing because it's Nas, you know, and you know, everybody knew Nas is my favorite MC, to be honest. So it's like, I wasn't trying to battle or none of that. I just wanted to be up there and be like, man, represent Chicago and be a dope MC up there with him. So no, it wasn't no battle, and I still to this day look at Nas as one of the greatest. He my favorite, but he definitely is in the greatest.
And did that Nas.com album, was that ever real? Did y'all ever really record a lot of songs for that, or was that just a rumor as well?
That was real. We were connecting and being like, yo, let's do this album, Nas.com. And we never got into cooking up the way we wanted to, but who knows, that could happen at some point.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Because you two, both the essence of hip hop, you still both putting out just amazing music, man. So, Common, man, can't thank you enough for getting down with us today. Shouts to Pete Rock as well. Like I said, this album is absolutely off the chain. Looking forward to seeing y'all live. Like I said, my ticket's already locked down for when this thing gets started August 28th. So I look forward to seeing y'all live for real. Stay up on thinkcommentibelieve.com, y'all. Check the dates, see where he's gonna be at. And just listen, bro. You know what I mean? You hip hop to the fullest.
Yes,
We can be watching this B-boy competition, the Olympics, thinking about you as well. You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to everybody out there, all the DJs, and just everybody that's down for this music and this art form. Thank y'all once again, man. All right. Love.
100.
Sacrificial lamb, scam the church, the whole world berserk. The product is a perk, Cirque du Soleil, monkey see, monkey do. Clown on the avenue, clown in the stew. No navel, no nipple, no nose, no neck. Nobody to name me a claim. I'm the best when the world blow up, that's it. Same beginning, redemptive lap around the sun, spinning into oblivion. When the world blow up, that's it. Spinning into oblivion. Motherfucker, I don't care, I'ma talk my shit into oblivion. When the world blow up, that's it. Spinning into oblivion. Motherfucker, I don't care, I'ma talk my shit. Yo, please spin me round and round. Please leave me in the lost and found, not found. I'm bound, I'm tethered to a life I knew forever blue. Please spin me round and round. Please leave me in the lost and found, not found. I'm bound, I'm tethered to a life I knew forever blue. Easily offended, I need a minute. Sorry, opinionated, Atari niggas play too much. I'm that bitch. You sound like cat piss on popcorn. Eat the popcorn. This is Tubi, nigga. Low budget. Whole summer ready to go, dummy for me. They ain't fucking with me, but I'm fucking with me. I'm that girl, invented the whole world universe. A black guy made me a black guy. Ooh, it hurt, don't it? How she rap good. She ain't work when it twerk when it. Don't need no picture, don't need no persona. I'm that bitch, I told you that. Say amen, bless your food, this holy rap. Eat up, homie, the beef only for supper. I keep some on the market, I keep some in a muzzle, cause I know a lot of these bitches like to bite. Couldn't write their raps to say they look. When the world blow up, that's it. Spinning into oblivion. Motherfucker, I don't care, I'ma talk my shit into oblivion. When the world blow up, that's it. Spinning into oblivion. Motherfucker, I don't care, I'ma talk my shit. Yo, please spin me round and round. Please leave me in the lost and found, not found. I'm bound, I'm tethered to a life I knew forever blue. Please spin me round and round. Please leave me in the lost and found, not found. I'm bound, I'm tethered to a life I knew forever blue.
Oblivion, hear me win. Cold-blooded amphibian, son of Gideon, through the city win. I blow psalms to the world blow up. Who can compare to? I'm my own Noah. Me with shepherd named Kiki in the palm of a hand. The world be free, it was all in a plan. The falls and rise, laws and lies on some silo shit. Is it all disguise? I'm a pallbearer to this fake nigga era. Gambling life so that I can get better. My metaphysics ain't fuck the metaverse. It's red alerts, I touch where the ghetto hurts. A rebel purse, she gotta carry qualities of a woman that I would marry. Sweet mother, a Elohim, into oblivion we gon' dream.
That fire, there's levels to this shit, yo. Levels to this shit 100%. You know what I mean? Tammy, so the singer is Ione, if I'm saying that correctly, on that joint. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the joint we were referencing to with No Name right there. But thank everybody, man. Thank everybody for their professionalism. You know what I'm saying? I know we get a little excited when we get these stars on like that, man. But Common, one of the greatest to do this, man. So big ups to everybody tapping in. You know what I mean? Yo, if you haven't dived into this album, y'all are sleeping for real. The whole project is a non-skipper. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm excited to see this auditorium tour. Like I said, I ain't bullshitting. Them tickets, they start out my way and then are working their way back east. So, and I noticed looking at the dates, he's doing like multiple dates in certain cities. So like even out here, he doing 2 dates. New York, I think I like 6 dates. You know what I'm saying? So crazy. Just peep game again, thinkcomment.com. Check them out. You know what I mean? Gonna be amazing. You know what I mean? Shout out CL, man. You know what I mean? Plugging these pieces together, baby. 25 years Digiwaxx, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We trying, man. Shout out to everybody.
It's dying, baby. Trying, it's dying.
Yeah, trying. We doing it, man. Shout out to everybody who's been a part of it. We've been grinding it out. It was great. That was a great collective interview, everybody.
Yeah.
That was just a collective effort. Great questions, you know, everybody respectful on the time. And I felt like, you know, what I love about it is that the artists, you can tell that they feel comfortable.
Yep.
We provide a really good space for them. So good job. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to D-Train. Thanks for that. With Kev Black, who's a legend. That was
Kev
wild.
Black, yo.
Boy, oh boy. If you know
Black,
Kev
if
Black.
anybody know Kev Black, he got stories for days.
Yo, shout out to Kev Black. And nah, man, let's just keep it moving. That was great, man. We got another dope artist coming up. But we could play a song or two in between. Go ahead, Jeannie.
CL, I am still waiting on a Digiwaxx production. All these artists coming through. What's up? Where's the label?
You know, I called Vibes Cartel's team to try to get him on. You know, I've been just wilding out. It'd be like 1 a.m. I had a little juice. Let me just see if I can, you know what I mean? I'd be bugging out. He might jump on. Word. The point is, yeah, I think, you know, we all have years in this shit. And what's good of what good is a relationship if you can't use it and do little things? I'm not, you know, I don't think we ask for nothing crazy. We're talking about things that are good for them as well. So I'm happy to just be able to do what I do and get whoever we can get, you know, on our platform. So
the labels, yeah, we need music. Digiwaxx, a Digiwaxx original production.
Nah, no doubt, man. We
still trying to work out. We're still trying to work out social media, like one step at a time. Here,
I'm sorry, Brittany. You're right.
Y'all trying to give us a heart attack. Hold on.
Thank you, Brittany.
Pause.
Oh, this shit is a lot. It is a lot. But I'm just happy, man. Congratulations, everybody. Today was good. And we're not even done.
Peace to y'all for doing that now, because I've been out of town for like the last couple of weeks, and I was like, I know they're going to have these dudes on when I'm out, man. So this was right on time. So, and shout out to Head Rush. They saying, Raymond and you got people thinking that I turned this camera on for certain people when they don't understand this is the rules now. That's the rules. I'm trying to abide by the Digiwaxx rules. Other than that, it's all music. Y'all know the vibes. Come on.
This guy.
So we got company now. We gotta wash our face and get ready.
I'm raising sand on you. We're bringing you up on charges.
I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's like only the third time I have really seen your face. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
I was like,
y'all want to know how you can
you always working.
Y'all want to know how you can overcome that? Follow me on Instagram, and you can see any of the promotions that I do every Saturday, and my face will be there in full view. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. The shameless plug. Get it. You know what I'm saying? For the record, hey, Quado got a dope show though. Like I said, the music that we be vibing with, you know what I mean? He definitely show shine to all of it. So,
and by the way, man, I got the last show that I did was all ladies. It's been a show that I've been wanting to do for a minute. No Name is actually in there as well. I will recommend that you all go and check it out. It is live. The show is live. It comes on actual radio, but I do archive it. But I think that show is very good. If people think that they have not really heard a lot of women MCs or the same women MCs, go check that out when you get the chance.
Yeah, Mixcloud, right? Mixcloud is where I find it.
Mixcloud is on Apple Music, any of your favorite streaming outside of Spotify. That particular show outside of Spotify is on any of your streaming apps.
All right, word. But yeah, yo, go check them out. Quantum do some dope shit. Peep this record out in the meantime. Let's see if I can get this right. Show, Sweetie bringing something a little different. You know what I mean? And if y'all haven't seen LL, her and LL dropping a single this Friday, this will be on LL Cool J's album. So, you know, a little something different. And I wanted to show the video because she didn't, you know, we used to Sweetie kind of flexing everything out there. You know what I mean? She stayed covered up. She wanted to let us know she rap. You know what I'm saying? So I could dig it. What y'all think? What you think of the joint?
It's dope. Short and dope. And I think she's sexier when she's more covered up. No hating.
You know what I'm saying?
No hating. Just
saying. I don't know why that's hard for women to understand. Brittany, I mean, Jeannie, can y'all help us? Like, y'all look better covered up these days. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to tell a woman what to wear. She can wear whatever she wants to wear. For me, personally, however I feel empowered is however I'm going to show up. You know, if a woman wants to show up and she wants to not wear whatever, but I just don't think men need to tell women what to wear.
I never say that. I never say that. But
I know you're not saying that.
The woman who covered up though, she gonna get more of my attention than the broad that got it all out there.
But see, and that's fine. But that's however she shows up, however she feels the most sexy, that's on her. Maybe I feel sexier when I am covered up, but that's on me. I can't speak for any other women but me. And y'all ain't never gonna see me out here looking like that. But
I was about to ask, how'd you pop out in Vegas? Did you pop out in Vegas a little something or what?
I mean,
you gonna plead the fifth?
Well, wait a minute, hold on. Why are we talking about Vegas, CL? What? So DJ Mustard had an album release party in Vegas while I was in Vegas. Ooh. And you know, me and CL tried to make that happen. It didn't happen. We tried our best to make it happen. It didn't happen. But yes, I was popping out. I mean, but it's Vegas though. What's saying? What happens in Vegas?
Yeah. As I say, we'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? I know it's hot as hell out there though.
Yeah, so you can't have on a whole bunch of clothes in 124
Vegas,
degree
you got to
weather.
tell your Digiwaxx family.
I did. I told everybody on this call I was going to. Matter of fact, since we making announcements, my birthday is on the 15th. I'm accepting gifts all month. Y'all want my Cash App? Hit me up.
Yeah, we got you. We got you for sure.
Hold on, you said your birthday on the 15th?
It is.
My birthday on the 15th too.
Hit up D-Train. D-Train got mad money.
Let it cash that twin.
Nipsey Hussle's birthday on the 15th as well.
Yep. You do know that, huh, Britt? You share your birthday with Nipsey Hussle.
I know. I do know that because the marathon continues. Ayy.
And me, the monster.
And C Styles.
Ayy.
I would say drop the Cash Apps in the chat.
Let me drop my Cash App real quick. Y'all bless me up.
Let's get you some bottles for your birthday. You know what I mean?
D-Train got mad money.
What's up, Miss Jeannie?
I don't know if she's going in a different direction. I don't know if somebody wrote that for her, but I definitely appreciate that more than the bubblegum songs that she normally makes. As far as the women dressing and stuff, I'm with Brittany 100% because I take it off even though I'm a fluffy, but that's just me.
Hey. More cushion. You know the rules. More cushion. All right. Is our next guest with us yet? Or are we gonna play another record?
Play another record.
Okay, well, check this one out, y'all. A$AP Rocky got an album dropping the end of the month. We'll see what's good. I definitely wanted to give A$AP Rocky some flowers. Seeing he made a statement recently. Says he won't hire a babysitter. Said he didn't wait 35 years to be a father, only to let somebody else raise his kids. So he said if mama got to go to work, got to do things, he drops everything to go make sure he can take care of his kids. So I respect it. I respect it 100%. You know what I mean? So shouts out all my fathers in the building, no doubt. Still holding it down, being present, trying. You know what I'm saying? Stay trying. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna make this no TED talk. You know what I'm saying? But listen, just stay trying because there's gonna be plenty of times you're gonna be like, fuck your kids. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with you right now. You know what I mean? But stay trying. You feel me? I know you know, C. I know you know. You got girls.
Fuck them kids sometimes.
Fuck them kids sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's be what it is.
Yes. Stay trying.
I had all sons that I had to say, well, listen, fam, if you're feeling froggy, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, try having all girls.
That's what I'm saying, Rush. You know what I mean? Like, props to y'all. Props to y'all.
You just can't pop off on your girls like you do your sons. Like,
oh yeah,
bro, it's emotional.
It's emotional, man. I'm just gonna say that.
It's emotional.
Very, you dealing with their emotions, everything.
When people wonder why I stay in the shooting range, it's not because I'm trigger happy. It's because I have to have an outlet to let the emotions fly, bro. Like for real, if I had a punching bag, I would be in the gym. Like for real, it's not easy raising daughters, bro. It's not easy at all.
Not in these times, neither. Not in these times,
especially in these times.
Yeah, I feel I got much respect for y'all. I got much respect for teachers because they're just you're dealing with some new shit. Dealing with some new shit today. I got to cut. So one, my goddaughter, she is now leaving teaching because so what I hear is there's a 5, it's almost like marriage. There's a 5-year thing for teachers. Like if you make it past the first 5, you do all right. But like that 5th year be like a test. And my goddaughter tapped out. You know what I mean? So, but like my other homegirl, she a teacher, she in it thick, and she's like, it's not even the kids. Well, the kids, yeah, but she's like the parents these days. You know what I mean? Like it's wild outside. It's okay, Britt. It's okay, Britt. You gonna do just fine. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't have kids. That's the other side of the chain today too. They were saying some numbers in that. I think they said today, like it's the percentages have gone up so much in the idea that people ain't having kids. You know what I mean? It's you have as many kids.
I've contemplated not having kids. Y'all, I may look young. I am 36 years old, and I've got a few years to decide. I know, Jenny. I'm 36. I take my vitamins, I work out, but I've got maybe 2 years to make a decision if I'm gonna have a kid. And the way these kids are I don't know, y'all. May have to just kick it with my dog.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I got another homegirl. She's 45, don't got no kids, and she knows. She's like, I'm too selfish. I like to come and go and do as I please. You know what I mean? So why am I gonna subject a kid to that when, So don't that too big time.
It's like you don't want. I grew up in a single parent home. You don't want to like bring your kid into a situation like that, and you want to be able to provide for everybody, man. But these prices are up, and they not going down.
I saw the price of diapers and milk, and I didn't get horny no more. I was like, oh, well.
That just killed my drive.
I said, you know what? This rose is just gonna have to do what it do because ain't no way I can't.
Not the rose,
like that.
Not the rose. You like how she just slid that in there? You like how she just slid that in there? The rose.
I got a whole garden at this point. TMI. Anyway, y'all don't understand. The price of milk and diapers had me like, I'm not even attracted to anything anymore. I just want to go to sleep. Fuck that. No. $20 for some formula. Fuck that.
Bro, that's why they got it locked up in stores now. Because motherfuckers is in there jacketed. Like they got the formula locked up in stores now.
Listen,
lost my whole sex drive.
Listen,
we also, I was gonna say we also one of the first world countries that don't having like childcare in bed. Like you go to a place in Europe and different countries, we don't have any safety net. So yeah, it's very expensive. On top of they trying to give it a public education. So that's something to think about to push to Kamala that we help get like the other first world countries.
Well, you saw Kamala's speech was trying to make it affordable to have just one job to take care of your family. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Part.
Can't happen.
You know what I mean?
They going too far. Things will never go back to like, all right, $2, gas.
I'm not expecting that.
To feed your family,
right?
Gets really crazy. I was gonna have a barbecue, and I was like, you know what? I'm not paying for all these niggas. Cancel that shit. I was like, y'all love y'all niggas, but I'm not buying 1,000 burgers for y'all this weekend. It ain't happening. But the bottom line is,
you send a group text, never mind. What'd you do? Send a group text, never mind. Forget it.
Cancel. Postpone to further notice. Don't bring shit. Long story short though, try to find a good mate. I think, the thing with kids is when you got both parents and you got a good mate, whether y'all together or not, the co-parenting thing can make it work easier. It's just crazy when you out here sort of by yourself and you ain't really doing that's when that's when it gets crazy. And I see it with women, I see it all the time where they're so stressed out, but you picked a bum ass nigga.
Thank you.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Let me just play devil's advocate real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a baby mama, so I can't speak from that perspective. But what I will say is I have dealt with some men who show you one thing. They show you one thing for a little while and then they switch it up. I guess women can do the same thing too.
I was just going to say.
I know women can do the same thing too, but we're not about to go down the road, Quantum. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, I would have popped my balloon at this point, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh, not the balloon.
It started, Britt. That's on CL. See, CL did this a couple weeks ago when he brought up some topic and we couldn't get off of that shit at the end of the damn call.
No, but this be real life though. That's why I said, like, I brought up the idea. So the stat is adults younger than 50 who don't have children, the statistics are growing. So it was 37% in 2018 to 47% in 2023 of adults 50 years old or younger with no kids. You know what I mean? So
I mean, can
is
y'all
it
give me the
economy?
benefits
Is it
of having
economy? Is
kids?
it family structure?
Give me the
You know what I'm saying?
benefits
Like,
right now. What are the benefits right now? And don't give me no emotional bullshit because
no, you get the
like,
tax write-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's benefits to having kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this too, and I say this not as a person with kids, but just to answer your question, Brittany, I think that tune might change by the time you get to like your late 60s and 70s. And like you'll be wanting to look back or have some younger progeny to hold you down. So I will say that. Like, and
but what
obviously
if they're
a
terrible
lot of people can't see that right now. But I think for our generation, honestly, when we get older, like this, we were an experiment. And we're gonna look back at this shit and be like, damn, because I honestly feel like, you know, population might diminish. And that might be by design. Like I said, economy is the biggest thing for me. It ain't nothing else. I think economy is the biggest thing in my eyes and has been as to why people are not having kids. Because no one wants to be on the street. No one wants to be, you know, hanging on to, you know, others for dependency and for their family. So that to me is why this is happening. But I think we're going to all look up when we in our 60s, 70s, 80s, like, shit, who's still here, you know?
So in other words, Britt, I know you say you're not a baby mama, but or you're not designed to be a, so you would prefer to be a wifey and a mother, correct? Like if you're gonna have kids,
I
you
refuse
want
to have a baby without being a wife.
Okay, that's good. Hold on to that.
Ain't no way. And if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never become a wife, I will never have children. That's
Okay.
my line in the sand because it's really important to bring a child into the most stable environment that you can provide that child. That is my responsibility. That's my responsibility as a woman, to bring that child into the most loving, secure environment that I can possibly provide. And if I cannot do that, then I do not deserve to be a mother. And so that's my line in the sand.
All right. Well, much respect to you. Look, you making 36 look good. I'll tell you that. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Peep game, y'all. Another joint. I think we were adjusting the guests, so peep this out. Yeah, man. I believe we had that trio on the call, right? We had Flo on Sierra before.
I would say long time ago, like
long time ago, right? When it was first. Yeah. But yeah, another song, you know, showing love to the fellas. I could dig it. You know, MC Light and Queen Latifah did it not too long ago with King. You know, might be something changing in the air. You know what I mean? No, that was actually Flo, the group Flo, trio out of the UK. Yeah, definitely big Sierra vibes with that. Shout out to Voni, you know what I mean? But yeah. So they got something coming. Matter of fact, they are going to be touring with Kehlani. So that starts in September. That's going to be a good look for them. They made their debut at Coachella this year as well. So they moving. What's up, C? We got our next guest on. Is she with us?
I think so. Shout out to
oh, fresh from the gym too. She out there getting to it.
What up, y'all?
What up?
Sorry about my background. They back
She Olympic training. She gunning for 2028.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep my body right so I can do good on stage, you know?
That's right. Where you checking in from, Bet?
I'm in Atlanta right now, but I'm from the Lou.
From the Lou. Okay. Very nice. Shout out to your girl Sexy Red out here getting to it as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to them lunatics. St. Louis got a space in hip hop. For real. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. How you living though? How's everything going?
Everything's going good. You know, I go back to the studio to, you know, cook up my next record. Even though we do got something in the chamber, I'm kind of picky. So yeah.
What you working on right now? You are you putting together a project?
No, I'm just working on singles for real.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't mad at it, Joey. Listen, congratulations. You I give you your props. You a spitter. You know what I mean? Like you out here looking good and flexing, you know what I'm saying? But I respect when you get on that mic, you turn into somebody else. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So coming up in the Lou, who's I mean, I'm sure it goes without mention, right? Nelly and the Lunatics, but who else was you listening to on the come up?
I was listening to Dej Loaf, Dirk. Like I was listening to like some anybody, honestly.
Did we lose you? Did we lose?
Nah, can you hear me? Nah,
Oh,
can
that's
you hear me? I'm right here.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah. Okay, word.
All right. I'm sorry.
Oh no, all good, all good. So what's the workout regimen right there? What we doing?
So to be honest, so my trainer actually gave me some homework to like I'm on leg day, so I'm in here getting tips for real, for real. Like this gym is trying to be everywhere but loose. But it's all right, you know, it's okay.
Yeah. Health is wealth. You got to do it. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
have you been on the road before? Have you traveled before performing?
Yeah, so I was on the Nick Cannon tour. I just opened up for Quilla Ray and Janae. What was that? Rolling Loud. I brought out Jay Cargill. I've been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, I've been seeing you. You know what I mean? I was just curious, like, so are you going to be stepping out like on your own with something? And I only ask because look, ever since the pandemic, live performances have gone to shit. So I respect the fact that I see you in the gym. You keeping things right because it take energy and it take being in shape to go perform. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like your wind and
Absolutely.
all that. So that's why I was just curious. Like, have you been out on your own doing something?
Basically, I had took a break, you know, and I finally just came back not too long ago. I released my first record, Ice Me, in like a year because I haven't dropped in like a year. Ice Me was my first record that I hit the ground running with, and now we're gonna go cook up again.
Without a doubt. Yeah, the one with you and Coy kind of took off crazy, right?
Yeah, that was the Pretty Girls Walk remix. Oh, Pretty Girls Walk went go too, y'all. I don't even know if y'all knew that, but yeah, it just went
Hey,
go.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You got the plaque up in
Thank
there. That's
you.
right.
Come on
Very nice.
now.
Very nice. Yeah. You know, I think that's why I first called Winnie. I'm gonna be real. I didn't realize you was from the Lou though. So very cool.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So what's the move though, man? Because look, real spill. Well, we in August. So everybody already making the plans for like 2025. So what's going down for the rest of 2024? What are we looking forward to in the top of the year?
What are we looking forward to? Honestly, think about creating my own lane. Like I really feel like that I want to stay in a Pretty Girls Walk lane because nobody is in my lane with me, you know? Rap is very competitive. Like I can do everything from rap, singing, writing, all that, but I want to create a new lane that can't nobody get in but me, you know?
Yeah, 100. Real quick, is there any way we could get you to turn your phone landscape? Because I think you have it the long way.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Big Boss Vet at the Olympic trials. There we go.
Hold on. I'm trying to. I see you. Y'all
No,
on the
you good.
tripod. I'm trying to.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So are you a gym content person? Is you flexing the content in the gym for the people?
To be honest, like I am a content person in general. Like when I had took my break, like I really went towards content. You know, I was doing like brand deals and all that. Because to be honest, so my team always told me that my brand gotta be bigger than my music. Just in case anything happen with this music, you always gotta have a brand. So I do it all honestly.
Well, I think the beautiful thing is like we started to hear that Pretty Girls like in commercials and type of shit like that. So I gotta imagine.
We is in Claritin. It's out
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that sync money's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Hell yeah. So good stuff though. So let's run this Ice Me while we got you on the call. And again, shout out Deb Jam, the whole nine. You know what I mean. So, but thank you for tapping in with us. We got
Thank
Big
y'all
Boss
for
Vet
having me.
repping for the Lou in the gym, getting to it. This to join Ice Me. Let me get my share right real quick. I apologize, everybody. Here we go. All right, check this out, y'all.
Cause you know I'm
One time for the one time Big Boss Vet. Make him icer. You know what I mean? Shouts to CL. Would you put it in the chassis? Where the CL, where the St. Louis get this flavor
Yeah,
from?
man. I'm like, shit. So pretty much since St. Louis started dropping records in hip hop, nobody's lost. Nobody has lost. I can't think of one person out of St. Louis. Jaquan, Nelly, the St. Lunatics. Shit. everybody. So I'm like, what's going on in St. Louis, East St. Louis? What's happening out there? Why everybody comes and they come their own style and they always win? What's the deal?
Hey, we just blessed and highly favored around here.
Yeah. Y'all doing it, man. I love that record though. Shout out to you for it. We played it about a month ago when Eric Paula first gave it to us, and it got a great reaction. But the response has been pretty good, and yeah, thanks for joining for real.
Thank you.
We got a big boss vet on y'all. You know what I mean? That one definitely feel like the getaway to Vegas. You know what I'm saying, Britt? That was bumping heavy right there for the girls' weekend.
Like it was 126 degrees that you would have lost your mind out in Vegas. But yeah, like I can definitely hear this in a club. I can hear the DJ spinning this. Like, what was your thought process when you made this song? Like, what was you trying to go for?
I was trying to go for a fun ass girls' night out. Don Julio, black trucking it. We at the red lights parking. We in the sections. We on our heads. Like we are having a ball so much that we might wake up the next morning and don't even remember it because that's how much fun that we had.
All right. I love that. But let I ask you a question. So are your girlfriends allowed to take videos or pictures of you when y'all had y'all girls' night out, or is it phones away? Like, don't take no pictures of me.
It
Don't
depends.
post on Instagram.
It depends on the type of night that we're having because sometimes, we be in rooms with, so, in those rooms, we have the bag, but in other rooms we have a ball. Okay, so it just depends, honestly.
All right, I love
You heard her
song.
say in the song, Britt. You heard her say in the song, you might have to sign that NDA.
Exactly. I also heard her say, "Don't be stupid." I know that's right. Ice me out.
Hey, everybody around me has NDAs because we have a ball. We have a time. Okay, we have a time. A good time.
What's up, Miss Jeannie?
Laughing because she just had a memory about one of them times that she.
It sure look like it. It sure look like it.
Pleased to meet you, Jeannie Sweetness, representing for the Caribbean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I had to write my notes down. But that song is so fun and it's not overtly sexual, but it makes the point and just to touch on what Brittany was saying earlier as far as, feeling empowered as a woman, and that song is definitely empowering, but the part that you said when you're performing, that's why you're in the gym, because you're like, when I'm performing, I want to. So my question to you is, do you also do any form of vocal training? Because your breathing is just, phenomenal. So is there any type of vocal training or anything you do for your?
No, I did be on there Stairmaster, running through my 25-minute sets, sometimes 30-minute sets. I drink a lot of water. I didn't detox from like hookah and like liquor also because that was like slowing me down, especially with the Red Bulls. And I just take care of my body now better because now that I'm getting older, it ain't as fun as it used to trying to take shots and then go on stage. It doesn't work like that no more.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And hopefully, other artists who would like to perform hear what it is that you put into your performance. You're not just up there with the mic, but you're prepping beforehand, including your cardio.
I put blood, sweat, and tears into every stage that I hit.
Yes, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's good with a C?
Yeah, I had two questions actually. One of them is, are you pursuing anything in the gym/fitness space? Because it seems like it's natural for you. You seem like you like it a lot. But there really hasn't been somebody that represented out of the culture, to come with a real dope gym or fitness platform. So I don't know if that's something that you're interested in, but have you thought about that?
To be honest, no. Like when I first got in the gym, that was like last year when I took my break. I was like mentally going through like a lot, and I always know like whenever I would like go to the gym to like run, to like swim, because my gym got like a lot of stuff here, and I would always feel at peace, you know. So basically, it was a mental escape, and now I just live in her, you know. So I don't know, but now you got me thinking. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that good. That's what's up.
Also, I don't know if y'all know, but the gym makes them dump trucks. Okay, you see this booty I'm carrying? The gym did it. Understand?
Shout out to the gym. More
Yeah.
sponsorship. Shout out to the gym. Um, my other
El
question is,
natural, El natural.
yeah, the
Yeah.
natural. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
My other question was about there's rumors that you also sing
Yeah.
as well, like full out. Now I haven't heard one of them records, but I guess where you at with that, and can we expect full singing songs from you on some of these future projects or
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I used to be so scared to like sing. I don't know why, but I used to be scared to do it. And I mean, now, I'm not scared of anything. So whenever I am put in these rooms and in these like studios, and they be like, "You want to sing?" I be like, "Come on, man, come on, let's go. I got it." Yeah. But we do have a lot of songs in the chamber that I am singing on. I really wish that I could share my screen, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to work it, to be honest. But yeah, like I have a lot of singing songs, and they will be coming out soon. You
Dope.
ain't scared. Oh, and my accent.
now that's dope. Can't wait to hear it.
Don't be putting me on front time I'll sing now. Ooh.
Come on.
Oh no. Oh no. It's too many people in here. I think I'll be looking.
Hey, so we have the talk a lot about TikTok, you know what I mean, in music, and so I see 1.4 million followers you got on there, you know what I mean. So considering you talked about taking some time off of music, like you said, establishing your brand like on there, and that's what like someone put even in the chat like sponsorships, Planet Fitness, all kind of different things, because people, that's what it is today. Like if the eyes is on you, you know what I mean. And so I guess that would be my next question is like, if music don't pan out, or like let's say you completely step away from it, like what would be the next move for Big Boss Van? Like what else would you like to pursue?
Everything. Like I just played in my second movie. So my first one was a BET movie. It's called 12 Days of Christmas, but it's not out yet. I'm pretty sure it might drop around Christmas, but I don't know for sure. I just wrapped up my second movie. It's called Three of a Kind. It is actually a Tubi movie. Like, so at first I was hearing so many rumors like, oh, Tubi don't pay, Tubi pays well, okay? So, when they had like reached out, at first I was scared because I'm like, I never acted. Like, what am I supposed to do, But once I did my first movie, I'm like, oh, okay, let's go out to the park. And then I've been getting roles that kind of resonate with me. So I'm like, oh, I just gotta be me. This is cool, I did that. Brands, like I also want to start like a beauty brand. I already dropped like my merch brand, but I want to do like a beauty brand. Like, and honestly, I already know music is still going to pay out, but I also want to have different sources because music ain't forever. Nothing is forever. So you got to make sure that you got a lot of streams of income coming in. So, and I always been like a entrepreneur because before I even made any music, I used to do hair, sell hair. I had like 69 to 5. That's a lot of things, so hey.
So you a hustler. Get out there to it. 100%.
Always have been, always will be.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be. You know what I mean? And we always hear from the legends anyway too. Like that's that way you stay on top. You hustle like you broke. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real easy to get complacent. You know what I'm saying? Real easy to get complacent.
Real easy.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What's up, Head Rush? We got Head Rush checking in from Naptown. What's happening?
What's up with it?
What's
How y'all
up?
doing?
Hello.
I'm at work right now. My bad. Can you hear me?
You're good. We can hear you.
All right, bet. So, salute to you for jumping on the call. Shout out to you for getting getting your hustle on, and especially taking care of your self-health as well, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself getting into acting in your future?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I I want to start in a movie to where they sync my music as well. Like I wanna do it all. Like, I already did 2 movies, and I'm pretty sure that God is gonna bless me with more. You know, um, I want to do commercials. I want to start doing skits, YouTube series. I want to do all that. Also, people been telling me to vlog, so I might actually start tapping into that too. But I don't. It's just the editing part, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Content cool, it's fun. But when it's time to edit, that is what'll get you. Like, you be having to edit like 30-minute videos, and it takes hours on end. So yeah, it's just the
And then
editing
a
part,
10,
honestly.
and then you got an 8-minute video. You edit it down, it ended up being 2 minutes long, but it take you 10 hours to do it. So yeah, I know
And
how you feel.
people don't talk about that part. So
No, they
yeah.
don't. They don't. I definitely think you should go into like doing like a podcast or a blog type deal just to expand your fan base. Another thing, like they were saying, doing commercials, getting that, getting in the gym and doing some content where the gym see you, because you got to think, as a young Black woman, you got little Black girls that do look up to you, right? And being in that position, sometimes it's hard to be yourself and be an artist at the same time, be a role model. That's why you always heard Charles Barkley say, "I'm nobody's role model." You know what I'm saying? I'm Charles Barkley, right? So with that being said, how does Big Boss Vet move uh, outside of the music to show little girls how to grow up and be young ladies? Like in your music, you Big Boss Vet, but when we talking to you right now, that's not what I see. I see
Oh yeah,
intelligence. You see what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
how do
Yeah.
you move to make it, to let little girls know that, hey, this is cool. Being a woman is cool. Being a lady is cool. Being intelligent is cool.
Mhm. So I've learned how to code switch since I was a kid, honestly. So I carry myself different in different spaces. So if y'all ain't never really seen like back in the day, I was like one of them artists that was like always beefing online. I was always in bullshit. But now like you don't see me in that. Like you might see me talking my shit, but it's just me popping my shit as a woman, like just showing the world like I know who I am, and you can like never downplay me as a person. And honestly speaking, whenever I do be like dropping gems when I'm on live, or like when I like do like my little videos, I be just telling them like, yo, follow your heart, never let nobody stop you. Do not depend on no man, no woman, no nothing. I be trying to tell them like nobody coming to save you, and I've learned that at a very very young age. And you also gotta like take heed to what you allow yourself to like see, to like be around, because being around the wrong people, it can kind of mess you up. Coming from me, I got shot. I was on probation. I was always fighting. Like I came from different, but now it's like that ain't me. You can't pay me to be there for no fight. You can't pay me to do none of that. I'm different now. So honestly speaking, like I be telling them like allow yourself to make mistakes, but make sure that they are fixable. Like don't be doing it that can really run your life. So yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Last question. Vito is one of my favorite R&B artists, right? And he has a song called Yvette. And I'm
Mhm.
just, with that being Big Boss Vet, right? I just want to know if y'all flip the song, do like a remix or a female answer to that song. So check it out, and
I am
hopefully
gonna
you
go
take
check
that
it
in
out
consideration. Yeah,
for sure. I gotta
check
go check
that
it
out.
out.
Salute to you, Queen.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Peace.
So I want to make sure we don't skip over that vet. You talked about getting shot real quick, but
Yeah.
was that a life changing moment for you, or
Oh,
just something else
absolutely.
happened that you were like, I have to I gotta switch or else, you know what I mean?
Um, like back in 2014, I kind of felt like a black sheep in my family. Like I really wasn't close to nobody in my family but my cousin. And like during our senior year, she had passed away, and like that was like the only person that I felt like that I had who truly understood me. And when she died, like I was like losing my mind. Like I really became like a crash dummy. Like I didn't care about my life, nobody else's life. I just didn't care. and I started hanging out with a crowd, and we was like always fighting. We was like doing like a lot of fucked up shit that we really shouldn't have been doing, you know. And on her 1 year death anniversary, I was meeting up to a fight, basically, and they didn't come to fight, and I was right in the middle of everything, and you know I kind of froze once the shots rang out because I ain't never got shot at, you know. And once I finally came to and hit the ground and got up, you know, I seen my cousin on the ground, so I went to go get him. And as I'm reaching for him, you know, I'm seeing blood fall on his shirt from me, and I'm like bleeding, you know. And I looked down and I was shot in my arm, and yeah, that was a wake up call for me though. Like I was like thinking about it, like I'm a girl, I got shot, like it's not cute, it's not fun, like nah, like and then like a year later, you know, well, during that time I was under fighting a case for like assault, property damage. Like I was really going downhill, and that is what really, you know, made me think like, nah, you know, I don't want to be this person. I want to be different. So I put time into myself rebuilding me because I don't know who that was, honestly. So a year later, I had to go into emergency surgery because I still had a fragment that was traveling throughout my body and it was sitting on the nerve. So I really didn't have that much motion in my right arm. And when I went through surgery again, I'm like, damn, you know, like I already changed. Like, why am I still going through this? You know? And it was just like that was the rest of wake up call because then I had to cut everybody off. I had to really heal. And that was the dark time for me. But now, you know, I'm healed, therapy therapy. I'm good now.
For you. Good for you. You know what I mean? Wasn't your time. You know what I'm saying? Your gift still needs to be spread with everybody. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So good. K Max, what's happening? K, you there?
I stepped away for a second. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey. Pretty like the joint that they just played, and yeah, I appreciate your story because I had no idea that happened to you. I would never know. I just see track service, and I'm like, okay, she's cool. But yeah, it's interesting to see you as an actual person that had life experiences.
Absolutely.
So so is any of that going to influence some of your future work, or when can we expect an album?
Yeah, like when I was like rebuilding and rebranding, I had dropped a song called Hidden. So if you ain't never heard it, go ahead and go listen to it. I had kind of put like a lot of my pain and all that into that song. And like I don't know, like business that I'm pivoting, you really may not get that because I'm not in that space no more, you know. And I don't just walk around like, yeah, I got shot. Like whatever, you know, I just go
Yeah,
past
yeah,
it. It's like,
we've heard that story, yeah. So no, that's cool. You got a real positive outlook. That's really dope. Hey, being from St. Louis, have you ever heard of the Intersection Festival? It normally happens in September. It's a big festival. It's a 2-day street festival in the art district.
no, this is the first time that I'm actually hearing about it.
Yeah, because I've been the past 2 years, and last year Smino was a headliner, and they had drones. They did kind of like a St. Louis cardinal in the sky doing this performance, and it's a lot of local acts. They have.
If we talking about what I think we're talking about, because just Smino was on it, so they kind of. I think I'm actually going there this year as a speaker, if I'm not mistaken. If we're talking about the same thing, but I gotta go check to make sure that we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, it's called Intersection Music Festival. It used to be very southern and white, but then the past 2-3 years it's been very urban, and they had a whole lot of people. They had Arrested Development, they had everyone from Kamasi, Washington, all types of people there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's still intimate though it's a street festival. So it's not like massive like Lollapalooza, but it's still cool. So you can connect with the audience and everything. And there's a lot of St. Louis talent down there that performs. It's usually, the second week of September, second weekend in September in the section.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm actually gonna see it. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. If we're
Right.
talking about the same thing, because I think that we are, but I'm not for sure.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for taking time to talk with me.
Thank you.
And if you come to Chicago, I'd love to hang out.
Love. We gotta go eat some food though. I like some seafood. You like seafood?
Yeah, I love seafood. Sushi,
Love it. Love it. All right.
We got Joe Seafood. We got a bunch of restaurants. We got RPM Seafood. Yeah, it's a lot of good seafood places here. Yeah.
Bridge on 95th, K-Max. Got to take it to the bridge on 95th.
Oh, yeah. The shack. You know, that caught on fire not too long ago. I think they repaired it, but yeah, I know.
Don't be taking me nowhere that's gonna catch on fire. Now hold on. I am trying to eat.
No, it's a historic place.
Got a Lawrence, boy. You gotta take her to Lawrence.
Not Lawrence. I go to 95th Street, but not Lawrence.
Word. Energy great, Vet. Love that smile. Cuddy Rex, what's happening?
You're big boss, not the little boss. What's good, gang?
What's up?
I'm good. How you living? I like everything. The music is fire. I like the energy. You in the gym. You're doing a lot of things. A lot of people can't find time to do one of those things, and you're doing a whole bunch of different things. That's dope. See how you hustle. I think Tubi got the streets right now. For real.
They do. From out. They do.
Come on,
They
man.
do. They
Now
do.
listen,
They do.
when you get time to Tubi and chill, when you find time in your crazy schedule, what kind of stuff are you watching on Tubi?
I like drama.
Or anything. Yeah, like it could be
like
Netflix.
drama. Like I like documentaries too. Yeah, I like Law and Order. And then whenever I be watching like too much of that, and it starts to scare me, thinking somebody gonna try to kidnap me, I turn on cartoons because I'll be over here thinking like somebody gonna really come in my house and get me, but it's just what I be watching. So I got a cartoon, but
Okay.
after it's good.
There's a little balance. You gotta switch it up. I feel you.
Always gotta have a cartoon.
People be trying to come crazy at Tubi, but I also have to ask you: have you seen any of those crazy scenes while you've been shooting with them, where like they switched their shirt up, they got shot, now they wearing a different shirt, or like they fall on the ground and like they fall, they catch themselves, then fall. It's like, have you seen any of that on set? And you like, oh nah, this is crazy.
Luckily, I haven't seen it.
All
you know,
so that means your movies
I'll
are
be like,
quality.
Yeah.
Anything you a part of is quality.
Yes. Because I would have to ask him like, hey, you
know that they didn't have no hat on, and now they got a hat. Like, right. So it'll be something crazy. Like I've seen like some crazy stuff on Instagram with clips, and they be wilding. But that's what's up. Keep doing your thing. We would definitely want to see you on Tubi. Want to see you on Power. Anything like that, whatever like that. We definitely expect to see you. Keep rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Way from Jersey, you know it.
Yeah, I think important to remember, man. 50 Cent just opened a new studio out there in Shreveport, Louisiana. So he's looking to do some big things. You know what I mean? So, stepping into the lane, that could be a play.
I see you on Power.
Paint it.
Tell him to hit me up.
Power, I think, coming to an end.
Oh, damn.
We're gonna start the new one. We're gonna start the new series with Big Boss Vet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. We're new series.
What's up, Britt?
The Olympics, and you probably been watching a little bit of it too, maybe if you had time. But I saw an interview with Simone Biles, and it was really interesting because the interviewer asked her, if it had not been for blank, then I wouldn't be here today. And so, like, given your story and everything that you've been through, going viral with your song, redefining yourself, and now, venturing off and doing all of this incredible stuff, what would be your blank? If it had not been for a blank, I wouldn't be here today.
If it had not been for me getting shot, I don't think I would have been here today because, like, I feel like at that time I was in such a dark space in my life that, like, I feared nothing. I don't know, like, I just did not care, like, and when I thought that I wanted to die, and I was a crash dummy, when it was actually time, or, when I got shot, I was like, oh no, I don't actually. oh no, oh whoa, that kind of knocks some sense into me. So yeah.
That's awesome. And if you ever open to it down the line, I think you would be a great public speaker, especially for young girls who are, yeah, because you're relatable, you're down to earth, and you have a story. And I know that you're not in that space anymore, but there are so many like Black Girls in Media, for example. I'm a part of Black Girls in Media, and they're having their big conference in New York later this month. And so things like that, I think is great because, I mean, your song is blown up on TikTok. People know who you are. People listen to your music. They heard your song everywhere. So to hear your story and to hear you speak can inspire a lot of women, especially in, your own hometown. And I don't know what, your management does for what you have going on in St. Louis, but just consider it because you never know, you might be saving somebody's life with your story. You certainly have inspired us on the call, and you could be saving somebody's life. And I know that it doesn't seem like a big deal to you because you're living through it and you've gone through it and you've moved on. And that's kind of been like a lot of our journeys. We go through stuff and we was like, I don't want to go back there mentally. But if you can just go there for a second to help change somebody's life, you get rewarded 10 times more. So you may even find another purpose for your music and for your other career to go off from there. So consider it because I think you would be great.
I said, thank you.
Yeah, amazing. Someone put in the chat, did Nick Cannon do a series about your life?
Yeah. You have to go watch it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, I was on that too. So during the tour, it was turned into like a show. So we all got like a chance to like tell our story. So if y'all want to see me cry a little bit, go on there. But I really wasn't crying. Something was in my eye. Okay, so when y'all watch it, keep that in mind.
Allergies.
Yeah.
It was just allergies.
Yeah,
Allergies.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pollen was bad around that time too. So
I feel that. I feel that. Big Red out of Texas. Big Red, you there? Or you cutting the hair? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm here. I still do everything, two things at one. You know what I mean? So, hey, Big Boss Man, thanks for being on the call. Love your music. And like everyone's saying, is like your story is so inspirational from what I've heard and what I've listened to. Speaking on that, far as the music go, I've challenged a lot of rappers that come and chop it up with me, and like, hey, do you think that? And this is just a question. Do you think that you can put rappers together? And let's go back to the All in the Same Game. Do you think today's rappers can come together and put an album like that together?
No. I don't think so because sometimes in this game you like run into a lot of powerful egotistic people, and they don't be willing to work together unless you got $1 million or unless you're Beyonce, So if you don't have the status of Beyonce or if you ain't got $1 million, they ain't gonna see you till they have to see you. They ain't gonna see you till they try to write you off and now you bigger than them. So it's things of that nature. But if it could possibly happen, it would be amazing. Do I see it happening? Nah.
Now, do you think that you could probably pioneer, engineer, because like you are a very brilliant woman, and you think you could probably engineer, like if you could put some rappers together and you got, let's say even Self-Destruction, do you think you can put together an album together with some ladies who you think that will probably team up with you and do it?
Yeah.
Who would you like to put on there with you?
If I had a choice to put any rapper on the album with me, let's see. This is no order, by the way. And it's female rappers. We'll do Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, JT, Nicki Minaj.
Ooh.
Cardi.
Okay.
Lakia.
Okay.
Lost. I'm trying to think. Hmm. I'm thinking.
All heavy
Lady
hitters already,
London.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All heavy
yeah,
hitters
heavy
already.
liner.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Lady
heavy
London.
liner.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, like yeah, we gotta really get them like
Yeah.
because like I be like saying like artists make fun ass songs, but like when they be doing like their little freestyles or like just like some like hardcore music, I be like, oh, you bitches can rap. I like that. Like
Right.
okay, I
Right.
like that shit. Like, cause I can put out fun ass records, but I can really run a motherfucking beat down. Like run it,
Right.
run it like
Right.
I'm at a gym. I can run it, you know. So
Absolutely.
and like I love being like I love friendly competition. Like I love it. So let's all lay our best on this track and let's watch this bitch go crazy. So
Absolutely. I'm with that. So thank you for taking my question. And like I said, hopefully we can get somebody to pioneer from this phone call to say, hey, let's go back and put us a good self-destruction or Are We All in the Same Game album. Put some positivity out there in the world to say, hey, we still positive minded, but we still get ratchet every now and then.
yeah, for sure.
All right, appreciate it.
Classy ratchet is what we like to call it on the call.
Classy
You know what
ratchet,
I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Classy
That's right.
ratchet. Classy ratchet. I
Yeah.
like that.
For
Brother
sure.
Malik, you there? Yes, sir.
Okay, what's up, Big Boss? So I don't like saying this, but I'm a big wrestling fan. I know you did that thing with Jade Cargill. Yes, you did that with Jade Cargill. How did that link up happen? Did she just call you and be like, I need you here right now? Show up.
So at first she had DM me and I'm like, oh, you are beautiful. Okay, body. Okay, you look good. And then I started to deep dive because I didn't know anything about wrestling that much, you know. So I'm like, let me go research her, you know. And once I looked her up, I said, oh, I like you, you know.
Right.
And I linked her team with my team, and when we met, she was just this ball of light. Like she was this powerful woman who knew exactly what she wanted, how she wanted it, and it was a dope experience.
Right. So you say you picking different careers. Would you be open to being a wrestler?
Absolutely. I would love it. That's why I'm in the gym now. Hell yeah. I want the body of hers. Her body is amazing. I want it.
I cannot. Thank you so much.
Hey, well, right on, Vet. Thank you so much for your time, yo. Like I said, we're gonna let you get back to your flexing over there. You know what I mean? Amazing energy, amazing story. Like I said, I know you've definitely won over some people here today. So this is what this is all about. You know, aside from the content, we're definitely looking for more music. Are you probably most active on TikTok? Is that probably where people can kind of catch up with you the most?
I'm active on all of them, honestly, except YouTube. I'm not really active on YouTube, but I'm gonna start being more active because they've been trying to give me the vlog. So I'm gonna look more into that, figure out a dope camera, and I'm gonna do that. So yeah.
Yeah. So I will say, like, are you doing the TikTok live?
I always go live on TikTok.
Okay,
Yeah.
word. Okay, because I know a lot of people getting real bread from that. You know what I mean? So that's why I was
You know
like,
what's I don't want to get paid from these apps itself because they start to shorten your views up. Like they're not gonna push your content and stuff out if they gotta pay you. So I would rather just get paid on the back end from brand ships and all that instead of doing the apps. Because no, I'd rather not. And if you are lucky, then they're not gonna fuck with your views. But every time that I've tried, they fuck with my views, and that's on all platforms. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. The algorithm be cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Cheating. Shadow banning you talking about that's not real. Yes, it is.
Hey, man, what's your go-to drink? What you like to sip on?
Y'all know what's crazy? After my detox, right? I tried to go back to drinking and smoking hookah. And every time I try now, I get really sick. So it used to be Don Julio, but now I gotta figure out if I can even drink anymore. So I don't know.
Hey, listen, if it ain't for you, then you know what I mean. It
I
had
don't
its
think it's for
time.
me no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's even
Ran its
more. That's
course.
even more amazing because I saw an artist speak recently about how they, you know, when they performed, they kind of had to be all fucked up, right? And
It was me.
and
Like my social my social anxiety was through the roof, especially when I got shot. So like being on them big stages with like all them crowds, I was scared shitless. I'm like, what if somebody just start shooting it? Like that was the thought process in my mind, and I don't know. I had
I
to
mean,
be
that's
like a
basically
couple shots in.
PTSD, yo. That's basically PTSD. While we playing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you
So,
know,
but now I can get on the stage without nothing and just be like, "What's up, y'all? Let's go!" and
yeah,
rock that bitch out, rock it out.
yeah. No, that's a beautiful thing. No, the reason I was bringing that up is because he was referencing the fact that it was the alcohol that was performing. So when he started doing it sober, he felt more better. Like this is actually me. You know what I mean? You getting me. So you know, with that being said, Big Boss Vet, we getting you. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, love. Like I said, great energy, beautiful
Thank
smile.
y'all.
Keep it healthy. You know what I mean? And keep pumping out that music, representing for the Lou. You know what I mean?
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
Can I say something real quick?
Hurry up, Red.
Hey, Shirley Temples, drink those, no alcohol.
Shirley Temple. What's that? What is Shirley Temple?
They drinks without no alcohol. Like they got a lot of mocktails now. You know what I mean? Where you kind of get like
Shirley
you know
Temple.
if you want a little flavor, but it
Shirley
don't got no
Temple.
alcohol. You know what I mean?
That's what you can drink. You look good. You look like a boss that you are while you're drinking it.
Shirley Temples. I'm gonna go ask for them for sure.
Shirley
Like
Temple. Yeah, you will be completely sober for real. No alcohol at all. So you're gonna be good. Be good. Just hey, tell a bartender, fix me one Shirley Temple. He gonna hook it up and just tell him hook it up, make it look good.
Look it up. Got you. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I
it.
mean, even in the days like 50 Cent, he would pour out his bottles of champagne and put water in it. So at least you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I need to start doing that because
Hey,
you know,
you
on
know what
my
I mean?
rider, you know, I do get some nice little bottles, but I'm just get a bottle to my section and then I'm be like, okay, now put me some water in there so I can look like hold it on my head.
Yeah.
It's nothing but water here. Nobody gonna know though. How would they know?
Yep. Same idea. Because again, those could be brand sponsorships, right? Even Tech Nine had a Monster sponsorship, but he was like, man, I was just going crazy drinking these fucking Red Bulls all the time. Shouts out Missouri while we had it, KC. You know what I mean? But he would pour those out, put water in his can, and so he could still rep the brand, but he was just drinking water. You know what I mean? So lot of ways to finesse the game, you know? So.
Okay.
But anyway,
Shirley
love to you,
Temple.
Vet. Go get
I
your
like
workout
that.
on. Thank you for joining us today, yo. Always
Thank
see, did you have
y'all.
anything else you wanted to drop? See, did you have anything else you wanted to say? Okay.
Awesome.
Thank y'all.
Great to see you just in your natural state. And nah, it was dope. Good stuff. I feel like this is just the beginning. Everything you touched so far been fire. I listened to all your other records. I'm like, yo, she's on it's just it's a matter of time. You know what I mean? Until it goes super crazy. So good job and just stay on it. We here for you.
Thank y'all.
Indeed. Thank you for your time, Vet. Bless up.
Okay. All right, y'all.
You know ism when she hear it, Ray. The fuck?
No, because I
Get
can't
me?
stand
This
no
is ism.
man that's all so sassy. What about me, bitch? Like, oh my god.
You don't know
just a
ism. She
half
don't know
hour.
ism when she hear it.
It's so
Just a-
dusty.
In just a half hour.
You don't know. She don't know
Just
real
a-
player shit when she hear it. nigga.
In just a
Who you
half
talking
hour
to,
ago, she was
Cuddy?
talking about ice me out. Just a half hour ago, you were screaming ice me out. Stop.
She was just dropping her cash app in the chat, talking about, like, yo, what the fuck? This is ism.
Yo.
What you talking about?
Blame.
Why?
Cuddy.
Let me ask
Cuddy, send your insults to my DM, bro. Let's
Wait,
go.
CPK
Sean.
CPK Sean.
CPK Sean. What's your thoughts on that record? What's your thoughts on that record just now?
It definitely gives me some, like, you know, cruising in my car, windows down, back, smoking a cigar, you know what I'm saying? Just spinning through the hood, just, you know what I'm saying? Like nodding your head, like, yo, what's up? So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that. I mean,
shout out to Queens Boulevard. I know how it's going down.
You know, you know how it goes. Queens get the money, you know that.
Shout out to Queens Boulevard,
Queens
man.
in the building.
Shout out to CPK in the building. Thanks for jumping on, man. How's everything going?
Everything been smooth, man. Can't complain.
Where you repping from, man? What part of Queens?
Oh, I'm from Southside Richmond. I'm from Richmond Hillside. Yeah, that's like Southside Jamaica side. Yeah.
Yeah, Hillside and all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out. All right, no doubt about it. Well, first of all, thank you for jumping on the show. Welcome. You know,
what I'm saying?
our little platform that we get busy on, and you just jumped right into the middle of a good controversial record. Nothing wrong with that. So it's all good. So anyway, first of all, for those who don't know you, let's just do a proper introduction of who you are and what you're working on.
All right. Are you gonna play something or?
Well, I just want you to introduce yourself properly so people know who you are.
Yo, what's up? It's just Proud by CBK Sean here. I'm a producer. Now starting to get up a little bit. From Queens, of course. And just that's it. Like,
word up. That's all you got to say. Because you got a record that's moving number 1 on Spotify Global Hip Hop chart, right? I think that's like official. And it's number 12 on the Billboard TikTok chart out of nowhere. How did this record come together? And then, what's the story?
So the story was, we all had those days where, when you can't sleep, So it's like, I roughly believe it was like 4:00 in the morning. I'm like, I can't sleep. Hopped on my laptop. I'm like, I'm trying to think of a new genre because everybody that's making beats nowadays, it sounds the same, right? So, I had to come up with a different genre. I'm Caribbean, so you understand what I'm saying? You don't know, I put the Jamaican zest in there, the bounce, mixed it with some Jersey Club. And I made the song, and like I wasn't really trying at first because I made like a different song to it. But the second part, that's the one that blew up that I didn't really try, and I made it like in 6 minutes. Yeah. So I did that. Posted it on TikTok, obviously. It gave it like 2-3 days. It was pulling decent numbers. Like it was like at 9K. So I'm like, I decided just to leave it. And one of my good boys, he's a dancer. He danced on it, and then from there, it just went up.
Bingo. So guys, I haven't heard this song. We're gonna play it in a second, but Prod by CPK Sean is on the move, and it's a great story of just how somebody that loves music made something and it just went viral. But let's get into the record. I just want to play it first, then we're gonna come back and we'll talk some more, and you can give up some more game. Shout out to Guyana.
Yeah, you don't know.
Guyanese in the house. Shout out to Guyana. Some of the best Chinese food I ever had was from Guyana. Don't ask me. It's crazy. Chinese, Guyanese.
Yeah, Chinese. Oh my God, the best.
Yo, crazy. But all right, check this record out. It's called Yo Bunny, and we'll be right back. We got produced by CPK Sean in the building. Listen, man, can we get some quick reactions? Because I'm saying, man, what's y'all thoughts on this record real quick?
That's a thing right there. You heard?
You go first, Brittany.
No, Cuddy got it.
I said that's a real Zessa thing right there. You heard? I'll be out in New York. CPK Sean, you heard? All in Queens. Shout out to Heavy Queens. Yeah, I DJ in the city, Lower East Side. Definitely need that. Me and Epidemic on Fridays. And when we play that Zest upset, it go crazy. You feel me? That Zest sound right now was going crazy. So I definitely need that for sure.
Yeah.
I'll play that this Friday and it's gonna go nuts.
Say no more.
And a lot of the spots I play, Brooklyn, you feel me? So yeah, we definitely got to tap in. And Sybil's got the best Guyanese food in Queens, you heard?
Sybil's? Nah, hold on. Nah, you gotta try. If you like what type of food you talking about though? Like what we talking?
I mean the chow mein is fire, right? They got good tennis rolls over there too, right? They got the shark, the fried shark is fire.
Yeah, fried shark. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, yo, my pops be fishing. My pops be big with the fishing. Yo, Summertime, I think like next week we about to go catch some shark. We'll be pulling up like 50, 60 at the same bro. It's crazy, bro.
Your quantum
Yeah,
fried
fried
shark.
shark, hell
Fire.
yeah.
And baked. Yeah, that shit
Mhm.
is fire.
Yeah.
So what y'all about to do? Y'all have a cookout or something over there? What's going on, man?
Nah, my pops just be fishing. You know what I'm saying? We got the thing in the backyard. You know, he cooked. You know what I'm saying? Should be sturdy though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. All right, we got to tap in, bro.
Most def.
Yeah, word, bro.
What are the top Guyanese foods? Since we're on this subject, and we got to go down the food alley. I see fried shark, quantum. Yes, it goes down. But what else do y'all? What else is a must-have for Guyanese?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. Let me stand up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we gotta get the tour. All right. Well, CPK Sean is doing his thing.
I ain't gonna lie, mom's really cooked up. So right here, I don't know if y'all can see, we got egg ball, and then we got fish cake. That, I ain't gonna lie, right there, sturdy. That's sturdy. Not gonna lie, it's just sturdy.
Shout out to Sturdy. Word up, man. DJ Headrush was good.
In or cut it out, bro. Man? Put that plate back up there, bro. What you got?
Yo, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got this is the egg ball right here. It's like a boiled egg inside. And we got fish cake right here. Yo, all I'm gonna say.
Hold on. Egg boil. So that's a boiled egg with some batter on the outside of it?
Yeah, it's a stuffing, but like I think the stuffing is around it with the dough. I think it's like cassava, I think. I don't know. You know what cassava
Bruh.
is? Yeah.
Nah, I don't, but you
It's
telling
like,
me right now.
It starts with a Y. I can't. It's like
yuca.
Yeah, yuca. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to you for jumping on the call with us, bro.
Yeah, man.
You cooked up a banger in 6 minutes, man.
Yeah, I mean, I see what it is that when I first started music, I didn't really have all the how should I say, like I didn't really have I can't even speak. I didn't really have everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? I was working on I first started music on my phone. Like you know, I was really rapping a little bit, doing a little bit of that, and then I just started getting into making beats. And then after I started getting into making beats, I started with Jersey Club first. And then next thing you know what I'm saying? I started seeing some progress on my phone. And I'm like, okay, you know, so I'm gonna keep dropping. Then I started making music on a $200 laptop. I would always remember that $200 laptop I got. And my first song blew up. It was on TikTok. It was called Villain Arc. It had like 10K posters on there. Back then, you know what I'm saying? 10,000 posters under your sound. That's insane. Right. So I wasn't really thinking much. And then, you know, I elevated, you know, I kept going. And then now I have millions under my sound. Like,
Bruh,
you know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of traction on this. It's funny because, all right, so we're in this era of social media where they say social media, when you get these good songs, you only know 15 seconds of the song, but when you hear the original song, you never know that's the song until you hear it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, this is exactly what just happened with your song. Okay, I sent the clip to CL because it just so happened I didn't know you was on the call, but just so happened I was watching my YouTube Shorts today, and a video popped up with a challenge that they've been doing for a minute to your beat. They just slowed it all the way down.
Yeah, that
and
actually
got France versus Russia.
I slowed that down. I made bro, look, I'm steps ahead. Trust me. This is why like I like, you know what I'm saying? This is like why I'm so like steps ahead. So when I first dropped it was going crazy. Yeah, it was going crazy on TikTok. And then I'm like, you know what? Before any editors, you know, take it and slow it down by themselves, let me do that and distribute it. I did it, distributed it. Then people started to slow it down by itself. So then my slowed version would copyright their one and it's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, say that again. Say that again, because that's a play right there.
Yeah. So look, so when they post a slow version, it's already copyrighted because I distributed it because it's mine, right? Then after that, we just kept building from there. You know, we had our ups and downs, but after that, we just, you know, rocketed it off, man.
Man, that's amazing, bro. Because like I said, I've been seeing that challenge with the girls dancing to the song, dancing to the beat. You know what I'm saying? But it's only that 30 seconds, you know, 15 to 30 seconds of them doing the little glide across the floor. So it's like you don't even know the song, right? You just know that beat when you hear it. But now I'm hearing the actual song, the original version. I'm like, why y'all doing this? Like, leave stuff alone and just, you know what I'm saying? But that was very smart that you stayed ahead of the curve. That you notice on social media, people will take a song, they'll either speed it up to dance to it and then get credit, or they'll slow it down, dance to it, and then get credit. But like you said, you stayed ahead of the curve and slowed it down. And that way, when they do use it, it goes back to you.
Correct.
So, with that being said, have you thought about doing splits or sharing with your content creators that's been boosting your song like that?
See, that's a very good question. I won't like give splits around because it's just because of the fact like I made the song and I'm not, what I'm saying, I'm a type of person, I don't ask people to use my stuff. If they insist on it, what I'm saying, they want to do it, okay, that's fine. Like I would support all the way. But if what I'm saying, when it comes to business, I'm very like straight up. Like if you're not, what I'm saying, if I'm not gaining anything from it, I'm not doing it, respectfully.
Understood. That's respect. Hey, respect, bro. Hey, man, keep kicking out them 6-minute bangers, bro. Anything you do in 6 minutes, make a hit out that thing, bro.
It's crazy too. I had so much other tracks before, and now you see the thing with TikTok is that you need music in order to move up, right? So now I'm over here thinking like my old tracks that I did. I slowed one down. I believe it was the Violent Crimes. I slowed it down and I reposted it. And then it went crazy again. So the key really to TikTok is like slowed sounds is always going to be the best. It's always going to be number one. Slow and sped up. Regular versions, yeah, it's going to kick, but slow and sped up is going to be way up.
That's a gem right there, man. Salute to you, bro. Keep up the good work, dog.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
Oh, Brittany, I know you were going to say something earlier, so go ahead.
I was just gonna say that he just proved my point when I was talking about the artist being the byproduct of the content sometimes. Just like you can hear a song and you don't know the artist, you don't know who made it sometimes, you just know it's hot. So now you're on this constant search to go find the song or go find the artist. And I just, again, speaking of going back to the song, right? The song is fire. Like I want to be outside.
Look, if you want to be look, just y'all, I'm at. I'm in New York. I'm in New York.
So just being outside and just being listening to the sound, it's almost like it's something different, but it's familiar at the same time. And I think that that's what everybody is gravitating to this sound, because it's like, okay, I can kind of see where this is going and it's giving a vibe. So I just want to congratulate you on the numbers that it's doing, and then just keep doing your thing. I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
CBK, do you DJ also?
Nah, I don't DJ at all. I can make mixes like DJs, but I don't DJ at all.
Okay. You got the DJ vibe, man. Something about
DJ vibe. Hey, you never know. I could shoot. Hey, whatever the future takes, man.
All right, well, fair. Just gotta. Cuddy, go ahead.
I had hollered at bro already, but now we definitely. I need your IG, bro. We got to.
Yeah, most def. I can type in the chat right now, right?
Yeah,
I bet. Let's get it.
All right, DJ Big Red.
I'll type it in chat. If you also want my number, I'm gonna throw my number in chat too. If that's fine, yeah.
All right. I don't know if Big Red's there or not, but I guess we'll come back to him. K Max.
I just wanted to say the track is super dope. Where can I find the original? Is it going to be serviced in Digiwaxx? It's a dope track, and like you said, it's original. It doesn't sound like everything else, or even some of the recent rhythms that came out. It's very, very unique.
And the funny thing is, I actually I was the one who started I brought back the airbending trend. I brought back the zest bounce trend. I'm really the one who really started all of this. So if you see anybody like doing the same thing on TikTok, just know I'm the original creator. Just putting it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what is the airbending? Where's the airbending?
Okay, airbending is like, okay, how do I explain? It's like a zest bounce, right? But airbending is like when a girl is in front of you, you play a beat, like a certain beat, and you're like, she's hitting you, like you're hitting her from the back, but like to the beat. That's what airbending is, basically. And you would do like combos like this, and then like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not really a dancer. I'm really a, you know what I'm saying? I'm a
Damn.
song maker, but I'm not a dancer.
I'm like, I need to go to Carnival to see this.
Yo, you never know. Let's go.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
TPK giving y'all some of the flavor and the rundown how it really goes down.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, I see. No, I was actually because clearly, you're doing a lot of beats, or whatever, and I guess this is so much the biggest one so far. But how often are you putting out records?
So we've got some upcoming records, so I'm holding off on dropping some records right now because we need to boost the algorithm for those. So after that, I'm gonna be dropping like daily, either daily or weekly.
Oh, and this is a single by itself, but will it be a part of an album or an EP or a compilation that you're gonna release?
It's gonna be a single.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be a single.
All right, well, shout out. Are you gonna do a mega mix for it? Well, I should say an extended mix for it.
We've already got mixes for it. We've done a cheat codes remix. It was really, I'm not gonna lie, like the thing is with me, when people remix my song, it's either like I keep it honest or I keep it, you know what I'm saying? I won't sit here and lie to your face. If it's ass, it's ass, you know what I'm saying? But I thought the remix they were gonna do was, gonna be shitty. But when I heard it, I'm like, wait, this is like some fire shit. Like, like, okay,
Right.
like it's like it really gets you in the mood of dancing. Like that's what it kicks off.
Dope shit. All right, DJ Big Red, you are back.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, I'm sorry about that to get my client out. But hey, I like to thank you for being on the call. And my question to you is when it comes to producing and when you produce that track, what were you and then what were you using to produce the track? Like for the Serato, but Serato got it where you can do beats too as well. I want to say
Talking about what
some
program
people
I use?
Acid, Fruity Loops.
I use FL Studio, and that's funny. A lot of people start making Jersey Club on acid now. It's really I do it too, but the thing is with Jersey Club too, it's a different. It's so many genres. The Jersey Club is like you have to sit there and really like study every one of them. It's so complicated, but a lot of people use acid for Jersey Club and FL Studio. Those are the two best ones you can.
Okay, so what did you first start out from when you said you were using your phone? What were you like?
I was using BandLab. I started on BandLab, yeah.
Okay, BandLab.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people who got hit records with BandLab.
Yep.
How well did the one that you did on BandLab do? How many
it was like a 200K.
That's good.
It was decent, yeah.
That's real good. Hey, but all right then. So what would you prefer to use? And if you could work with any other producer that's off in the game right now, who would you like to sit beside and work with?
So I'll be using, FL Studio, like I said. A producer, that's really a tough one because I don't know. That's a very good question.
You're not on your level, B. Forget them.
Hey, I'd rather look. It's better. I see it better working by myself, and then go out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
I'd rather, I see myself like working by myself until somebody, want to hop on it, and we chop it up like that.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, appreciate you taking my call, man. Much success to your song, doing so well, man.
Thank you.
Keep
so
up
much.
the good work, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No doubt, man. Well, listen, no, just happy that you came on, man. I think it was good timing, being that the energy's up and type of things are great because there are a lot of people that don't know who you are.
Right.
But now they're putting face to song and
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to grow. So now we know when we step out to Queens and you got the effect going on, you know what I mean? You like moving and grooving, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So my last question, has your production taken you around the world yet? Are you starting to travel?
Yeah.
Are you starting to post some things? Great.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you gone? Where have you gone?
We went to Miami to shoot that video. I don't know if you've seen the video, but to the Yo Bunny, but I went to Miami to shoot the video. I'm not really much of a travel guy like that because I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I'm impatient sometimes, so you know what I'm saying. But I got some trips coming up. I believe I'm going to Boston soon, and then I'm going to Canada. Yeah, I'm going around places, you know.
Yeah,
Might visit Guyana one more time, you know what I'm saying?
home
Yeah.
is always the best, man. The guy needs
Mhm.
I tell you, when you start making because you're making money, as you start to make money, the lick for you could be the first Guyanese Chinese franchise. That could be the game changer.
True. Oh my
I'm just
God.
putting it out there. Again, if y'all ain't never had Guyanese Chinese food, you have no idea what you're missing.
Yo, for real.
But nah, man, thank you for stopping in and doing
Mhm.
your thing. Shout out to Brian Gaffey. I feel like you guys are just starting and this thing is going to be huge. And all I can say is, man, I'm very proud for you and what you've already achieved. And, you know, shout out for representing, man. Oh, one thing you did say, so just to break it down, you called it Zest Music?
Yeah, it's called Zest Bounce.
So Zest Bounce. Can you just give everybody a little bit of the history of that?
Okay, so Zest Bounce is a mix between Jersey Club and Airbending. So you would have it's called I forgot what the perk's called, but I've made it. It's called it's a dance hall perk. That's what I named it. So it's basically like a perk loop, right? So you put the perk loop and then when you make those type of beats, you would normally a Jersey pattern is like, you know, fast. So you would extend that to make that slow. And then that's when the loop and the Jersey drums kicks in. And then the most accurate way to get like a good Zest Bounce song is you always have to use an acapella. You could use melodies sometime, but the best one is acapellas, and then you have to chop the other acapellas up to match the flow of the song.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Well, shoot, we needed all of this today and more. Keep the records coming. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, I want the 10-minute mix on this record because it's like that and it could go crazy.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. So thank you for joining as always. If anybody needs drops, if they want interviews with you, hit up Brian and he can make sure that happens. We're gonna need some drops from you,
Yeah,
of
of
course,
course.
for Digiwaxx Radio.
Mhm.
And that's what it is, my brother. So
Appreciate
again,
that.
thanks for the love and stopping through.
Mhm.
And we're gonna play a joint and we're gonna bring out our last guest who we're excited to have as well. And stay connected.
All right.
Hey, Ty Dolla $ign called Field Trip. New album just dropped. So why not? Let's play some joints, man. Hopefully y'all still rocking with us. It is about 6:42. You know, beautiful Wednesday, New Music Wednesdays. And yeah, that was dope. Shout out to CPK, dope producer. And we got our next artist who is in the building. He's been holding steady and cool and doing his thing. Brother Bo Kane. You there? Brother Bo. 1 2 1 2.
Digiwaxx family, what it do?
Oh shit. What's good?
Tell me something good, OG.
Man, everything's good, man. I woke up today. You know what I mean? I drank a Sprite.
Amen.
You know, it's a Wednesday. You know, just good energy all the way around, man. So how you feeling?
Hey man, I'm over here showing that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Bo.
Yeah, I'm over here showing that, G.
That's fine. Do me a favor. Can you turn your camera to the landscape mode? Boom. Killing him. That's what we go. That way you like, you know, a bigger star on you know, we're on like Twitch. We're on what else? I think we're Twitch, Twitter Live, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So
man, you got the whole command center set up over there.
Oh, a little something, yeah, a little something, man. You know, this is years of work. Getting records. I still believe in vinyl, man. You know, I still like I love vinyl.
I see the turntables in the back, OG.
All
I see
of
the
that.
turntables in the back.
Man, I still touch them once in a while.
Nah, you touch them often. You ain't fooling me.
Listen, so where you tapping in from?
Man, we representing that Dallas, Texas, man, at 214.
Oh, shout out to Dallas, man. All right, Big Red. I see you.
Yes.
So let's just talk real quick. Are the Cowboys gonna do something?
As painful as it is for me to say this, hell no.
Have you given up on Zach?
Did that 2 years ago.
Okay. Let's get into it. What needs to change?
Jerry Jones need to change.
I know
Jerry Jones need to change.
Big Red ready to tear somebody up. He done got off of mute. Big Red, what's your thoughts about this with Bo Kane?
My thoughts is, feeling is mutual. It's like having somebody that, my bad, I got kids, man. So it's like Jerry has an idea, but he don't want to go with the idea. You know what I mean? He know what he wants to do, but he just don't do it. And with that,
and he got the money, but scared money don't make no money.
He saw what happened with every time he pay a big time player, they either one get hurt or either two stop producing. We saw what happened to Zeke. Zeke got his money, he stopped producing. We paid Miles Austin. Miles Austin got his money, he got hurt. We paid Deion Sanders.
Dez Bryant.
Dez Bryant. We gave everybody their money. He got bad luck with paying people. So he like itchy. He like, I don't know. Shoot, but they didn't do something. All I gotta say, you gotta fix it.
Gotta fix it.
I'm with you, boy. I'm on the fence.
He said we going all in this off season. That man went all the way. That man went all the way nowhere.
Nowhere. Always nowhere. Nobody got signed. Nobody got paper. He's scared. You know who got paid? The elementary child over there in Texarkana. That's who got paid.
All right. Well, listen. Clearly, this opened up a can of worms. That there's a lot of feelings right here.
Hey, y'all know the running back Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry works out at my gym. Derrick told me straight up the Cowboys didn't even reach out to him. They didn't even reach out. He lives in the city in the off season and want to be here. They didn't even reach out.
Be here. Bought a house in Plano. He live in Plano. You know what I'm saying? This man was ready. He knew we didn't have nobody. He's like, I'm finna move to Dallas. And Jerry looked the other way.
Look, I know this got a lot of pain in it, boy. I tell you, man. But football season's around the corner. We had to open it up. Bo, we can't really see your face. But there you go. Cool. Let's get back to you and the music and the Dallas Cowboys. First of all, thank you for joining. It is all love and great to see you. For those who don't know you, let's start from the beginning, man. Let's talk about your origin story. Who is Bo Kane? How'd you get started in music, and what brought you to to want to do this?
That's a good question. Number one, I didn't get started with music. It got started with me. So what I mean by that is I never had any aspiration to do music or even be in entertainment business or anything like that. But I had a friend of mine named DJ Wiz T. And Wiz was one of the biggest DJs in the city. And I was just, in the street hustling, and we had a thing like he would have people come to his house and work on mixtapes and stuff like that. So one day I had just pulled up to the crib and he had guys over there working on the mixtape. And I'm just bullshitting like, hey, I can rap too. Wiz type of guy. He was like, all right, well, let's see what you got. So I rapped for maybe 30 seconds or something like that. We all leaving out. He pulled me back and he was like, hey man,
I think you got something. And I'm like, huh? And he was like, yeah. He was like, man, your voice, you know what I'm saying? Like the way you look, he was like, man, I'm gonna work with you. I think you got something. That's literally how I became a rapper.
That's fire. Organic, man.
Yeah.
Organic. So how long have you been rapping before, that moment? I know you.
Like you talking nothing serious, like just messing around from time to time.
Yeah. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Talk to us about this new single, Showing Out.
It's self-explanatory. You show up, you show out, you pull up, you pop out, and you rock out.
Yeah, it is. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play the song, we're gonna come back, talk a little bit more. We got Bo Kane in the building representing Dallas, Texas.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Irvine. Shout out to Arlington, the whole area. And yeah, let's play it. We're gonna come right back.
Alexander.
Hey, yeah, boy. That boy Cash hey, crazy. Let's make a movie. I like how you move and you know what you do when you showing that. Go. You dancing in the mirror, can't make it no clearer. You perfect like pictures, you showing that. Go. When you slide, you skating. These other hoes be hating the money you making. You showing that. The trips you be taking, your life's a vacation, so we celebrating. You showing that. Go. You showing that. Your style is contagious, your vibe is so dangerous, girl, you is outrageous. You showing that. Go. You showing that. Go. You bad, you not basic, I cannot explain it. You look rich and famous, you showing that. Pull up on them bitches, show them hoes your bands. Put your arm up if they talking shit and do your dance. Standing on business, you ain't coming off your stance. A bitch play high five her face with your hands. She going sturdy on it, had to show it, she deserve it. That ass speak different languages when she reverse it. Intimidating with her presence, she make people nervous. They clear the whole spot out whenever she reserve it. Go. You know you showing out. They looking confused, this is something they don't know about. Crazy motherfucker, yeah, she know she can't control her mouth. You just up this go again, run it up and blow them out. Let's make a movie, I like how you move and you know what you do when you showing out. You dancing in the mirror, can't make it no clearer. You perfect like pictures, you showing out. When you slide, you skating, these other hoes be hating the money you making. You showing that. The trips you be taking, your life's a vacation, so we celebrating. You showing that. Showing that. You showing that. Your style is contagious, your vibe is so dangerous, girl, you is outrageous. You showing that. Showing that. You showing that. You bad, you not basic, I cannot explain it. You look rich and famous, you showing that. Go.
Yeah. We back. Bo Kane. Record's called Showing Out. Congratulations. I think it's third most added country song in the country right now.
Yes, sir.
First week out. That's a big look, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a
First
big
week
look.
out the gate. Say, man, we came out swinging.
Hey, you ready for the shows, man? You know what you gonna do? You gonna
Hey,
DJ?
man, tell the promoters, get the bag ready.
You gonna ride on the candy? You got the box Chevy on candy? What you gonna do?
Nah, man, I got to Escalade on sixes though.
Hey, that works too. That works too, man. That works too. Shout out to the South, man. Got nothing but love for it. Got nothing but love. So obviously, this is the beginning. Good record. Got picked up crazy. what's your goal? I would say for the next 6 months. Is it shows? Is it to release an album? What do you want to accomplish?
It's all of those things, but the main thing is the overall goal is to grow my brand. You know what I'm saying? Grow my name. That's the main thing, because if you do that, everything else gonna fall in place anyway.
That's right. That's right. So, in addition to the music, what else is Bocane working on? When you say brand, it makes me feel like, okay, Bocane got rims. Bocane is
Bocane got a strip club.
Now we talking.
Yeah, he got a strip club.
What's the strip club called?
DG's.
Okay, fire. How is it in there?
Man, you got to pull up and come see for yourself.
Now you're bringing something to the table. Now
Hey, man. Hey, listen. The game to be sold, not told. You got to come. You got to pull up and come see it for yourself, man. It's pay-per-view.
Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, Dallas has some great strip clubs, so I know. So shout out to Dallas. That's what's up. Well, listen, we are here. Big Red, you been in his spot?
Not yet, man. You know, I can't really go into the strip club called my wife and everything. I'll be honest with you. So but hey, spots popping. What's the name of the strip club?
DG's.
Hell yeah, I've been to G's. I'll take that back. Yeah. I've been there several times. Shh, don't tell my wife. But yeah.
We ain't been telling nobody else.
Yeah, that's the spot right there, baby. DG's is the spot. Absolutely. If you come to Dallas, make sure you pull up and get your section and guarantee they have a great time.
No, hey, and I'm gonna tell you this is a fact. Nobody got better looking women than we got. That's a fact.
Facts. Smooth, calm, and collected women.
Soul, we coming. It's just that simple. Well, have you done a full first of all, where are you with your project, right? Are you still making records for it? Are you sort of
I would probably say we about 70% done.
Okay, good. So have you put together a solid listening event at DG's for the DJs, for the influencers?
It's coming.
You gotta do that.
It's coming. And baby gonna host it.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. And
believe it or not, he got plenty of folks there, man. Like for his influencers and rappers and everybody's in the spot all the time.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Like a lot of times you got, music, good music, you want to sort of galvanize everybody around it somehow, some way. And being that you got a dope spot like that, you sort of jump the line, which is dope, which is really good.
Yeah. It's been a blessing for sure.
Yeah, no question about it. Features and guest appearances. Anybody that's going to be on a project, or anybody that you want to work with.
We got Guwap on the next single. That the video we already shot the video that drops August 30th. And then the third single is me and Big Boogie.
Dope. All right, good stuff. Good stuff, man. Well, I'm going to open up the mic. Anybody got anything they want to say? Any questions? We got Bocane in the building representing Dallas, Texas. Big Red, why not?
Appreciate you. Thank you, CL. Thank you very much, brother. Bocane, both being from Dallas, Texas, man. I appreciate you being on the call. Thank you for coming through. Want to say, man, your career started, by any way you was hanging with the group DSR at one point?
Nah, but me and Tuck got a good relationship.
Right. Because I know y'all.
And me and George got a good relationship too.
Right, you and George Lopez, right?
Yeah. George, George's a big homie.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy right there. That's one of my OGs. I go all the way back to to Broome Bazaar. I was in the first barbershop ever put in that bazaar.
Yeah.
I was the first barber there. Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to the music and the grind, all right, the grind how it was in, I want to say, let's go all the way back to 2008, 9, and the grind now. What do you say is more different in your grind to get, to get your music off now?
Yeah. I don't really know how they was grinding in 08, 09. That's a little bit before me. But I know that they was in the street heavy with it, with the CDs and that type of thing. I mean, now everything is pretty much just digital.
Right. So by it being digital and then moving the music, do you think it moved better for as you placing it on TikTok, YouTube, or any other regular platform?
For me, my main playground is Instagram. For me, that's my main platform.
Gotcha.
TikTok came out, really big, probably maybe like 4 years ago. It started getting like real big. So like, I was tardy to the party on TikTok. So now I'm trying to build my TikTok up to where my Instagram is.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's good. Like I said, so your first hit that you had, how you who was you working with on that album, on that first hit you had? Because it was a banger back in the day.
You talking about the mixtape with Dropping Baby?
Yeah.
Okay. So the production on that was pretty much Mr. Rogers and the Shit Factory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was Mr. Rogers and the Shit Factory, and that was Ryan Hicks.
Okay.
Oh, Youngstar was on there too.
Youngstar, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much them three on there.
I'm talking about that was a banger, man. It had that Dallas Boogie in it, you know what I'm saying? So do you think Dallas Boogie is there, or is it gonna come back?
Do I think it'll come back to where it was? No, but because I think we kind of I think society and the culture has kind of moved on to something different. But does it have its place? Yeah, it does, because there's still a lane for it, and there's still people that in that lane that's interested in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I already, but I
like that, not really explain the culture. You y'all got to talk. Thank you, DNA, because I was asking the same thing. What you mean was Dallas? What is Dallas Boogie?
Dallas Boogie is a sound that came around, like, we want to say the early 2000s, all the way about 2010. That's why I was saying like the time to grind and everything in that area. But a lot of time from that time period, we had a lot of producers had our sound in the dance move that you see the cats dancing. Look like they moving their legs and hips with their arms by their kneecaps and stuff. That's that Dallas Boogie. Justin Bieber, he does the Dallas Boogie. And you see Chris Brown, he loves doing the Dallas Boogie. So you'll see a lot of the boogie movement. That's why I said, that was a real tough movement during that time period.
Yeah, it's really I got you, Red. It's really the sound in collaboration with a certain style of dance that equals Dallas Boogie. And the sound is like heavy synthesizers in the beats, which the dance coincided with those sounds.
Absolutely, that's it right there. Because you would think it's a Lil Jon track, but you know what I mean, we just took a little bit of that and moved it with some 808s with it.
Yeah, so like Lil Will My Dougie is a Dallas Boogie track.
You're
right. B Hamp, Ricky Bobby is a Dallas Boogie track. What other records nationally would they know? Stanky Leg was a Dallas
Stanky Leg was a Dallas Boogie, right? You got Stanky Leg.
Okay, got you. Okay, now that's good. That we wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if you didn't say that. So that's what's up. Bo, do you produce also?
Nah, I couldn't make a beat to save my life.
Okay. You just know the culture. That's what's up. I guess the other question that I had was in terms of the promotion. Obviously Dallas and I'm sure Houston and different parts of, even Atlanta and the South, you're gonna have that covered. But have you thought about coming up north, New York?
We just came to New York last month. We shot the show in our video in Staten Island.
I did not. That's crazy. Now that. Yeah. All right, so we'll play the video real quick before you leave. But I was asking about, why don't you come up and do a listening event here in New York for the project when it's ready? You know what I mean? Being that we like one of the media capitals, New York, LA, Atlanta. I hope that's in your plans.
Absolutely. That's definitely part of the agenda right there.
All right. Good shit. Well, let's do the video real quick. That way everybody can see that part of it and get into the song on this vibe as well. Let me see. Can I find it real quick? Okay. I don't see it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, let me just try to pull it up real quick. In the meantime, if anybody else has a question or something else they want to say, feel free. We're on with Bo Kane, rocking a new single showing out. We're going to get this right. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the actual link. D-Train, if you have the link, send it to me real quick because I'm looking and it got the still video, but I don't see the main video. My apologies. I don't have that link. All right. 1 second. Yeah, somebody can just send me the link real quick. I can play it real fast. All right, D-Train, are you there? Well, I'm not sure. All right. I'm gonna play this.
You never know where D-Train is at, man. He might have made a U-turn somewhere.
Oh, D-Train be wilding. I've hung out with D-Train. He almost got me in trouble. We almost got.
I sent it to you, man. I sent it to you twice, man. Right here, I sent it to you again.
Where's it at? You sent it in the oh, you sent the you texted it.
And you scroll up, I sent it to you again.
No, I'm on the Zoom. I thought you were gonna put it in the Zoom, but it's all good. I got it. I got you.
Okay, let me do that. Let me do that.
No, we good. I got it now. Thank you very much. Okay. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let me set this all up and get this rolling in. Give me 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Let's share this and get into it. All right. Here we go.
Hey, yeah, boy. That boy Cash
Hey, crazy. Let's make a movie. I like how you move and you know what you do when you showing that. Go. You dancing in the mirror, can't make it no clearer. You perfect like pictures, you showing that. Go. When you slide, you skating. These other hoes be hating the money you making. You showing that. The trips you be taking, your life's a vacation, so we celebrating. You showing that. Go. You showing that. Your style is contagious, your vibe is so dangerous, girl, you is outrageous, you showing that. Go. You showing that. Go. You bad, you not basic, I cannot explain it. You look rich and famous, you showing that. Pull up on them bitches, show them hoes your bands. Put your arm up if they talking shit and do your dance. Standing on business, you ain't coming off your stance. A bitch play high five her face with your hands. She going sturdy on it, had to show it, she deserve it. Had ass speak different languages when she reverse it. Intimidating with her presence, she make people nervous. They clear the whole spot out whenever she reserve it. Go. You know you showing out. They looking confused. This is something they don't know about. Crazy motherfucker, yeah, she know she can't control her mouth. You just up to go again, run it up and blow them out. Let's make a movie. I like how you move and you know what you do when you showing that. You dancing in the mirror, can't make it no clearer. You perfect like pictures, you showing that. When you slide, you skating. These other hoes be hating the money you making. You showing that. The trips you be taking, your life's a vacation, so we celebrating. You showing that. Showing that. You
you showing not. Your style is contagious, your vibe is so dangerous, girl, you is outrageous, you showing not. Showing not. You showing not. You bad, you not basic, I cannot explain it. You look rich and famous, you showing not. Go, 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 go.
Yes, we are back. As you already know, New Music Wednesdays. Yeah, Bocane, man. So I see you moving and grooving out here. I don't know what part of Staten Island I was, but hey, shout out to Staten Island. Shout out to Staten Island. I'm like, shit. Y'all brought the strip club to the island? We find out. Very cool. Very cool.
Now
Videos.
the people that was dancing, they actually from Newark.
Oh, okay. So you got people come from across the bridge.
Yeah, because they like Bebe had linked me with them because the main chick, she with the hat on, she did the A Bebe remix that went viral a couple years ago on the internet.
Yeah. All right. I got it.
So they started like that whole sound, you know what I'm saying, with that bounce, the Jersey bounce. So, you know, he linked me with them. I was like, man, I got to put them in the video. So we went up there and shot it. And then the one in the black, that's from Starlets.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Indeed.
I'm pretty sure you went there and felt at home.
I had a great time.
My man. Well, listen, guys, the single, the whole DJ pack is up on Digiwaxx. So please download, support, and show love as Bocane moving and grooving in these streets. Number 3 most added song across the country. It is on fire. So, you know, there's a lot of records that go for ads if you don't know. And to come out number 3 amongst the traffic as an independent means you're doing something right.
Tell them one more time, independent. We ain't signing no major over here.
Independently going head to head with the likes of let's just say Republic, Def Jam, Interscope, Epic Records, Columbia, and all of the others. And to be able to do that, you're doing something right. DJ Headrush, do your thing.
Hey man, jumped in the car on the way from work, bro. Bocane, good work, my man. You definitely got the cheat code locked in because you got a club song and you own a strip club. Like, you know, you can't miss that up. That's a layup, for real, bro.
Yeah, I'm 99 on NBA 2K. I'm 99.
Yeah, for real. And that's crazy that you was able to pull that together. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the people from Jersey, because folks, as Cuddy like to say, big Jersey. They doing big things as far as revamping how people accept music from, you know, their style of music too.
Right.
And the fact that you're from the South and you got that Jersey flavor, and then you bringing in the South lingo, you know, just everything, the recipe, the gumbo that you got in the pot, my dude, is working out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's got some good flavor in it. You got all the right ingredients. So you definitely doing your thing, you know, as far as making a way for yourself. What I like to say to you, which I feel like you already know this, do it without the major, because as a DJ, I always felt like an artist would need a major support until I started seeing a lot of artists make it without major. You know what I'm saying? And then today I watched an interview with Keith Sweat, and like, I'm an 80s baby. We grew up on Sweat, right? All this time, I thought bro was a part of a major label. He has never been on a major label.
That's crazy.
Right. Crazy. Ain't never won an award, ain't never been on a major label. He always been on his own. So if he can do it, I don't see why you can't do it and nobody else can. You know what I'm saying? No other independent artist can do it because, you know what I'm saying? He did it without social media. He did it without the internet connection. You know what I'm saying? So now we got the tools and the overhead and the money. Lay up, bro.
But man, you got me over here fucked up because I ain't never seen no car with no radio in the back. You just strapped to the radio driving. Man, say, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you got going on over there, man. Say, that must,
Hey,
that
bro.
must,
Hey, that's strong side radio. That's the logo to the team, man. You know.
that's that new Tesla.
Nah, that ain't the new Tesla. Nah, that's just my background, bro. Nah, that's my background. You know, the team Strong Side Radio, the branch off of Digiwaxx and Fleet DJs. You know, DL and them help lace off stuff to make our platform as well. Don't forget DJ Punch Mixaholic Mondays, DCMP. But that's just the logo. You know, that's not real back there.
Well, no,
If I
that's
turn the
good.
logo off, go see Ford.
No, but that's good because you should definitely jump on all those every platform.
Yeah, definitely. Let's
and continue what you're doing right here, right now. Shout to DJ Jeeves. He actually had a question, and he said, "Are you gonna do a remix to this record? Are you gonna put a feature on this one?"
Right now, I mean, it's pretty much taking off and growing on its own. But I mean, if it's something that makes sense, then yeah, you know, I mean, hey, you know, as an indie, every move you make got to make sense. So,
yeah, okay, no doubt. He was, he was like, "Yo, if you put the right feature on it, it goes even crazier." So I guess we'll discuss who that might be and what it might sound like. But okay, that was the other question. Yeah, I had another question and I can't remember it. Man, went left. But it's all good. You're doing your thing. Number 3 most added. You'll be moving around the rest of the summer, but really, I feel like closer to the album, you're gonna come to New York, you're gonna do listening.
I'll be in New York in 2 weeks.
We'll be in New York in 2. All right, so then maybe we should connect then. Or maybe before then and try to put together something to galvanize everybody around.
I got a show in Newark.
Okay, well, we go to Newark. Newark ain't far. Newark is it's right there.
Yeah, we're out in Newark, bro.
I don't know. It's a festival for the mayor of Newark is doing it, and
24 hours apiece.
That's it. That's it right there.
I'll be there, brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. We rocking, bro.
Already, yeah.
We'll tap in with you. We're gonna be regardless, we're gonna tap in through CL, but I'm gonna be in Jersey. I'm gonna actually be at the festival too. So
yeah, you know, we're gonna show up and show out.
Yeah, boy.
I got the whole gang coming with me too.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
we'll have fun, bro. We'll have a good time, bro.
Yes, sir, for sure. Shit, you got to pull up, you got to pop out, you got to rock out.
Oh yeah, all that. I'm rocking with you. I'm locked in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let's get it.
Come on with it.
Yes. Well, listen, like I said, if you don't have the record, make sure you go download it and support. And if you need drops or want to interview Bocane or anything else, feel free to hit him up or hit D-Train, who is in here. D-Train, you should definitely leave your information in the chat. Bocane, we will see you in 2 weeks in New York.
Yes, sir.
You know, we'll make sure that we are connected. Yes, K-Max, the record is on Digiwaxx. So go in, as soon as you do a search, it'll pop right up. Bocane, anything else you want to tell the good people before we let you go?
Man, I just appreciate everybody's support, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You know, Drummer Boy produced the record. He's also executive producing the album. That will be coming fourth quarter or top of the year. Next single got Goo Wop on it. The third single got Big Boogie on it. And then after that, you know, it's album time.
And there it is. Can't be mad at it.
Single with Goo Wop drops August 30th.
August 30th. Okay, so that's what you're setting up for. So
Yes,
good.
sir.
All right, good. So that's good. So that's August 30th. You're setting up for that. All of this is going to come up with the same project, which is about 70% done. So I think, you know, you'll be probably finished with that within the next, month and a half?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just going to come down to picking what goes on it.
Oh, all right. Well, then there it is. Yeah, man. Well, that's what's up, man. You're cool as a fan. We got to hang out. We got to do it right. And when I come down there and wear my Giant shit, so don't get offended. I'm coming with Big Blue, all up in the mix. We're riding around.
Be careful with that, Sierra. Be careful with that.
Man, I gotta go get the Escalade bulletproof now.
Right. Be careful with that one, boy. Michael Strahan messed it up for a lot of Giant fans.
Listen, man, it's an NFC
listen. So one of my partners who was a manager at my spot, he's a huge Giants fan, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link you with Big E, so you got a buddy down here, and then I'm gonna put you with DJ Chaotic, who's also a Giants fan. Y'all got y'all can have y'all little clique. Y'all can have y'all's table. I'll set up the Giants table. I'm gonna put y'all in the corner. I'm gonna put y'all in the corner though.
Yo, it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, Red, we can't put him in the front. We can't put him.
Can't put him in the front. Oh, nah, you gonna ruin the whole club for me. The vibes are gonna be nasty. Put him in the corner like they said. Nobody put baby in the corner. You going in the corner, man. I'm sorry about that.
Listen,
y'all gonna get the same blue and white balloons that we put up for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Nah, don't do us like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Hey, you got to come down when the Giants play the Cowboys this year.
No, that I might actually do. That's actually a move right there.
It's gonna be a fun game too.
Oh, Giants Cowboys always
fun games.
We lose a lot of time. We be getting our ass kicked over there, but we gonna fix that.
Y'all kicking our ass in Jerry's world. Y'all own that bitch though.
We only won when it counted. That's all that matters. Okay?
Bro, they got one in like 4 years.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We have not. We got to get it together. We do. So that being said,
hey, are you sold on y'all's quarterback? Are you sold on Daniel?
Hell, man, we ain't never been sold on him. I don't understand why we threw the money. Yo, that's a whole. We got to have a Sports Center moment because the Giants management. We had a kid, Tyrod Taylor, that stepped up crazy for us last year. What do we do? Get rid of him.
Benched him and got rid of him. That's all.
What are we doing? So we gotta have a whole come to Jesus moment with the entire organization. With the reason why we got rid of what you call it? I don't even know why we got rid of our running back. There's a lot going on that we got to talk about. Yeah, not only just saying, but then we actually, and then we go and try to get, we beef up our O-line, right? But we get rid of our the one player that can take advantage of that move.
You got an O-line with no backfield.
You don't even make sense.
What's the running back's name? Dane or something? I can't think of his name. The running back. Yeah, see, that's crazy. See that?
Everybody's so tight.
Listen. Y'all gotta have a come to Jesus meeting. We gotta have a come to Jesus meeting. It seems like everybody just need to go to church.
They say the Bears looking good right now. The Bears looking good, y'all. I don't know.
Oh, the Bears. Bears actually do look better. They do look better.
The Bears looking good. I think me going to church on Sunday is paying off.
Y'all got out of the hood. Y'all got out of the soldier.
Hey, listen. The Cowboys might not be, we ain't got a lot of motion, but we got motion with the Mavs. That's what we can say.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't think that's going to happen this season.
Well,
we got better. What are you talking about?
Better. Who did y'all pick up? Who did y'all pick up again? Who did Dallas pick up?
We picked up Klay Thompson. Wind up picking.
So now we got
picked up the freshman
that can shoot.
We got 3 bad short shooters now. We got the freshman that was over in France. I can't think of his name right now. And we wind up picking up the guy that used to play for the Knicks.
Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes, yeah. Used to play for the Knicks. That was shooting threes out the gym.
I'm so mad we traded him. I'm still mad we traded Quentin Grimes. He was actually a good.
Yep.
He's gonna do good. He's gonna do good.
Defender and shooter.
So listen. So now we actually got a 6th man off the bench that can do what Hardaway was supposed to do.
He was a bum. Hardaway
Man,
got
y'all.
exposed.
Hey,
He got exposed, yo. He got exposed. He was trash, but y'all made him official trash. Y'all made
We didn't make him nothing. He made
y'all
himself
wrong.
it.
Y'all wrong.
Nah.
Y'all shouldn't
Y'all
know TJ like
y'all
that.
put him in the spotlight. That's what happened. Y'all put him on the big stage.
His best game was the last game that the Celtics let us win. And I tell everybody that the Celtics wanted to win at home. They gave that game up. Tim Hardaway shot like damn near at 5 to 6 3-pointers, which he don't never do in a regular game.
When it
and I'm
count.
like, you shot
Listen, man.
when it counted. And he wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? So
he'll be all right in when he playing for South Sudan. That's when you see him ball out. Anyway.
Who y'all need to watch out
South
for is
Sudan
Minnesota.
almost beat us.
Who? Minnesota.
Y'all need to watch out for Minnesota. They got Rob Dillingham and Cat.
Nah. They got a problem. They're one of the most dangerous teams. Them in OKC. You got to watch out for both.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
The Clippers didn't get better. They got rid of Paul George.
But they picked up some good players.